Hey, I'm Mark Cuban, owner of the Dallas Mavericks, on TV show Shark Tank, and a whole lot of other things, and I'm fired up to be on the show with Howard. It's actually, I think this is my third time. It's the first time in 8 years, so I think he forgot about me. But I'm a huge Howard fan, and whatever he wants to talk about, we'll talk about Shark Tank, we'll talk about the NBA, we'll talk about business, and I don't know, Howard, best interviewer in the world, so I'm sure he'll come up with something interesting and different.
Absolutely, and since it's been almost a decade now, you're going to be sitting down with the uncensored version of Howard. So
yeah, and that's true. And so, you know, who the fuck knows what'll come up? I don't care. That's the beauty of coming on Howard Stern show. You just never know what direction he's going to take it, and you just never know what he's going to ask you. So that makes it fun.
All right, we'll see you in the studio, Mark.
Can't wait.
I was talking to Mark Cuban in the green room. I told him you go to the games. I was like, he was very excited by that.
Yeah.
But he said, like, people don't want to talk about basketball anymore. It's just people stop on the street constantly. Just want to fucking pitch him, their dopey inventions.
Well, yeah, he's on TV.
It's awesome.
You like that show?
Oh, I love it. My favorite show on TV.
People love that show.
Watch it.
It's American Idol.
The guys are so fucking smart, Howard, and savvy, and they know their shit, and they call bullshit. So it's a great show.
Right, because they're businessmen.
Good, that's what it is. They don't care about the idea. They care if it's making money. That's it.
Right.
Like, if you come with a flashlight, you can make money. They don't care.
Right.
Oh, whoa, there he is. Look at you. Hey, man, what's happening? Long time no see.
It's been a long time.
How long has it been?
8 years.
Wow.
8 years.
Well, I guess you finally have something to say.
It's been that long.
It's been that long.
I hope you missed me, Robin. I missed you.
Is life great being a billionaire?
I'm the luckiest motherfucker in the world. Every single day I wake up and go, if I can't have fun, then something's wrong.
What level do you take it to, though? Because we don't really see your lifestyle.
I just, I'm pretty much the same guy I was before I had money, but I just don't put any limits on myself. So if I want to do something and I think it'll be fun, I can do it.
How many homes do you have?
Like 6.
6?
Yeah.
Where are they?
Caymans, New York, L.A., Miami, Dallas. I got 5, I guess, yeah.
What's your favorite place to live in?
Dallas is my favorite place to live, but I like to get away to the Caymans because it's close. It's only a 3-hour flight from Dallas. It's not like a big fancy. It's not like going to south of Spain where everybody's partying all the time. I got 3 kids now, so it's laid back and we can have fun.
Miami's more of a party town for a single guy, right?
Yeah, I've had this place for like 15 years.
Is it a private home or do you live in like a penthouse?
Yeah, it's more of a penthouse in a building. Yeah,
I see. Is that noisy or is that where you go to really unload?
No, it's just like one of those spots that I've had. When I was single, right? When I was making the rounds, I bought it, and it was like, oh, this place is badass, so I'll buy it. And then I've just kept it. I've just never done anything with it.
Rich guys, super rich people, like billionaires, they don't sell their properties necessarily because it's like, why bother?
Why
you just
bother?
keep it around.
That's the truth, right? Because it's more of a hassle. I've got my stuff there. It's easy. Why mess with it?
So if I wanted to buy your place in Miami from you, I'd have to offer you some astronomical amount of money or something to turn you on because there's
to make it worth your while.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not worth the hassle. I mean, I got clothes there. That's probably the best part about having these places because when I go to a different city, I got my stuff. So I've got like everything down there. I've got a stocked refrigerator.
Now, who does all that? In other words, if you have 5
you got to have staff.
In other words, if you have 5 homes, okay, so you decide you're going to go to Dallas. I don't know. You decide you're going to go to Cayman Islands. You've got to have a bunch of people who live there who at any moment's notice when you say I'm coming down have to prepare that home for you, right?
Only in the Caymans because it's got like 600 feet of beach, and so you've got to like take care of the beach. But everywhere else, I just have a guy, just someone who will, hey, I'm coming down, I'm bringing the kids or not bringing the kids, stock the fridge, make sure everything's ready to go, and that's it.
Do you have a personal chef who prepares your meals?
Me personally, no, but we just got one at home. Like, with kids, my biggest fear in life is that my kids turn out to be messed up.
Right.
And so at home, my kids are 3, 6, and 9.
Right.
And so we have a nanny that works probably 8 hours a day, 5 days a week.
A nanny for each kid, or just one nanny?
No, just one nanny.
One nanny.
Oh, you're so cheap.
Come on now, Robin.
I know wealthy guys who have a nanny for each kid.
Really?
Yeah.
See, to me,
they're around the clock.
Right. No, we won't do that. Like, our nanny's there to help. With 3 kids, if you can afford help, you get the help, right?
Right, sure.
And then after that, when she's gone, it's just normal, right? We'll take the kids to school, pick them up, take them to dance, right? I've got my
all of that, huh?
All of that. I got my daddy-daughter dance tomorrow night.
But don't the kids fuck up your lifestyle, Mark? Because you being a wealthy man, you want to go to Cayman Islands for 5 weeks. They've got school. You've got to stay there. They've screwed it all up, haven't they?
Yes and no, man. You know, on one side, that is the screw up, right? But other than it's my kids, right?
How are you going to prevent your children from becoming screwballs?
That scares the shit out of me.
Right.
Seriously.
Well, they're going to be spoiled, right?
No, I mean, they're spoiled. I mean, you know, when your daughter, my 9-year-old, like, kind of freaks out if she has to travel commercial.
Right.
You know, she doesn't quite get it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that scares the hell out of me. But, I mean, we do everything possible just to make it normal, like we're a regular family.
When, you know, I think what it's contingent upon is your wife being really strong.
Yes.
If she's a douche, like, and not necessarily...
They'll run right over her?
There's
Is that
a
what
lot
you're
of
saying?
women who do not know how to discipline kids or tell
That's
them no.
not my wife.
Your wife knows how to say no to them?
Oh, she will kick their ass just like she'll kick mine, you know?
Yeah, I mean, most women, in theory, think they can do it. But then they
It's
buckle.
a hard job to be consistent. That's
Well,
the
the first
problem.
job
you'll come downstairs and say, "Kids, go to bed," and then your wife will undo it. You know what I mean? Well, if she does that, you're doomed. Your kids will be
No, it's
fucked up.
exact opposite.
is.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, we'll stay up. Like my 3-year-old son, I'm like, let's watch Transformers. We'll stay up and watch Batman.
Right.
You can fall asleep with me, and my wife's like, get the hell to bed, right? So
Is having a son more fun because you get to watch Transformers and Batman and stuff and do all the cool
hell
stuff you
yes.
like? Yeah.
Are you kidding
And then
me?
you're going to
Yeah.
do the basketball thing and
Oh
all
yeah,
the sports.
I went through 6 until my son was born. I love my daughters to death, right? But
I'm
six
sure.
6 years of hair and nails, right?
and Barbie movies.
Oh, it was brutal. It was brutal, right? And so, you know, Daddy, do you like my dress? Daddy, what about my hair? Daddy doesn't like my hair. You
Mark,
know.
you're a very bright guy, and I read something you said, and I responded to this. The advice that people are giving children now to follow their dreams.
Ugh.
You hate that.
I hate it.
And I happen to agree with you. Explain.
Well, everybody's dreams about something. Everybody dreams, right? Everybody's passionate about something, especially when you're young. You're going to play the guitar. You're going to be a baseball player. You're going to be a singer. You're going to be a rock and roll star, right? Everybody's got that, but, you know, where do you spend your time, right? You can talk about it, but where do you actually work at? And, you know, everybody talks about following their dreams and passions. I say you follow your effort, because if you're working at it, you're going to get good at it. And if you get good at it, you're going to like it. And if you like it, you can be great at it.
You're so right. Our kids today told too much that, oh, you're such geniuses. You're so brilliant at everything. You're so good and talented. And meanwhile, they don't have a fucking ounce of talent, do they?
No, absolutely. Like my wife and I had this conversation, right? Talking about who wears the pants.
Right.
She was like, look, you know, we want to build them up and give them confidence, but we have to install a dose of reality, you know. So if my daughter can't sing, you got to tell her, you got to keep on working at it, right? It's not about saying you're good when you're not. You know, you've got to have a dose of reality, and that you're right. It hurts kids.
Billionaires who I've seen who actually raise kids who are not assholes. There's a guy I know, Leon Black. Do you know Leon?
I've met him. I don't know him.
His kids are so together.
Really?
I see that family and I go, wow, this guy really did it. Whatever he did, because he's a billionaire. They can have anything. He's got a massive art collection. He used to own Sirius. That's how I met him and became friendly with him. His kids are, you know, and even, I know you've got a rivalry with Trump, but it looks like Trump's kids.
It turned out all right.
Really,
Yeah.
it's a testament to his parenting and his wife's parenting.
Or somebody.
Somebody, yeah.
Somebody got it right. Right, they seem to be
No,
together
I met him. I
kids.
met Ivanka, Junior. I mean, they're cool kids. I mean, the daughter is super smart.
Right. Wharton School of Business.
Yeah, she
this
knows
kind of
her
thing.
shit. Right. So hopefully ours will turn out the same.
Your rivalry with Donald Trump. I remember you had a show that was similar to The
Yeah,
Apprentice.
the benefactor back in the day.
And Trump said to you, "Fuck you, Mark Cuban."
He even sent me a letter after we got canceled. He even sent me a letter saying, "I told you it was going to fail." You know.
Yeah. Was that personally difficult for you that the show that was like The Apprentice failed for you because
yeah.
Trump was like needling you?
Absolutely.
and-
I'm so competitive. I'm like so competitive, you know, especially in business. Business is the ultimate sport.
Right.
You know, people like, I'll talk to the Mavs, I'll talk to other athletes. I'm like, you think you got it hard, right? You compete for 48 minutes or 60 minutes. You practice a couple hours a day.
Right.
You know, in the media business and all businesses, it's 24/7, by 365, by forever. And there's a 12-year-old and an 80-year-old trying to kick your ass, right?
Right.
And so anytime I lose, I'm so competitive. It just killed me.
Do you go through a depression of sorts when something like that happens, when a failure occurs? And you're not used to failure.
No,
I mean,
not
you've
at all.
succeeded in your life. I mean, you've made a tremendous amount of money. You've been successful in business, and you're having a fun life and an enjoyable life. But when a failure occurs, how do you deal with that?
I get fired up to work harder at something else. It motivates me, you know.
When Trump sent you the letter, did you write him back and say, "Hey, I'm going to beat you at
F
something
you.
else"? Yeah, F
No,
you.
I framed it. I framed it and
Yeah.
put it right
Did
by
you?
my desk to remind me and to keep me going, right?
Right, sure.
And it's right there every day.
That letter sits on your desk.
It's right next to the NBA trophy.
No kidding.
That's no lie.
So does it represent the highs and the lows?
It just represents I don't like failing, and that what you know, because you know what it's like, right? There, in any business, there's just those mornings where you're just dragging, right? And there's just those moments where you're not at the top of your game, and you
Right.
just need something just to fire you up, and that's there.
The NBA trophy.
Uh-huh.
Is it true you went out that night and got a $90,000 bottle of champagne and
Yep.
drank it?
Yep.
What is a $90,000
What does
bottle
it
of
taste
champagne?
like?
It
Any
tastes
different?
great.
Does it? Do you think you'd know the difference between...
Absolutely not.
Right. But
Especially since I was so trashed when I got it.
is that something you do because it's just because you've got the money? And you say,
Because
why
I
should
can.
Why shouldn't I try it in life?
Because I can.
I've worked
Absolutely.
hard.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm a charitable guy. I'm this, I'm that. But maybe I could blow 90 grand. But don't you, as a guy who didn't grow... I don't know. You didn't grow up with a lot.
Oh, no. My dad was an upholsterer. Yeah.
When you spend 90 grand for a bottle of champagne, I don't care how much money I'll ever have in life. I could not spend 90 grand on a bottle of champagne.
I had to. We had just won the NBA championship.
That's true.
And it was just such a unique moment. And there's a backstory, right?
Right.
So we're in Miami, and thank you. You sent me an email, and I really appreciate
Sure.
that.
Well,
I loved it.
it was great.
The night before, I had taken some Mavs customers to this club, Live, in Miami, right?
Right.
And I'm nervous as hell. I got this customer. I'm not drinking. The DJ spots me, and he goes, "You know what we do to Cubans in Miami? We smoke them. Let's go Heat." This whole club is going, "Let's go Heat. Let's go Heat." So the next night we win in
Right.
Miami, right?
Right.
Wow.
And we're drinking, the champagne in the locker room. And one of the guys goes, Jason Terry goes, "We got to go out." I'm like, I got the spot, right? And so I wanted to walk into that club holding that $90,000 bottle of champagne and the championship trophy just to shove it up their ass, right? But it gets better. But wait,
$90,000 for that.
Okay, so quick backstory. Like 2 years ago, I had my identity stolen by two Puerto Rican guys in Brooklyn.
Right.
No
Big
lie.
shot, yeah.
No lie. They ordered pizza. They somehow figured out got my credit card, right?
Right.
And they ordered pizza. The pizza guy shows up and goes, "You're not Mark Cuban." Busted him, right?
Right.
But ever since then, every 6 months, I roll over my credit cards, right?
Right.
And switch them. And so I go in. We had just won the championship. The guy sells me on the $90,000 bottle of champagne. I give him my black Amex. It gets declined. I had it called in, right? You had to turn it on.
You as an owner, I think you probably took the most pride in that win because most of the owners don't like you, right?
Yeah.
But why don't they like you?
don't they like you?
Because you're flamboyant?
Yeah, it's changing some, like, because the old school guys didn't like me, but they're selling the teams or dying off
Dying
or what.
out.
Yeah, but so there's a newer generation of owner now
Right.
who kind of looks up to me because I've been
Sees you
doing
as
it.
entrepreneurial.
Yeah.
You're out there meeting the fans. You're doing
Right.
your thing.
No, it's like, look, if it's your company, people better know how to get a hold of you, right? I
Right.
mean, it's your deal, and you represent it every minute of the day, and so they didn't like that. But now it's kind of changing, and then now it's like, are you going to be the next Mark Cuban as an owner?
As a spectator, I love watching basketball. I don't follow it like as precisely as most people, but it is some sport
You
to
don't
watch.
follow it, Howard.
But I go
Hey,
to
Gary
like the
told me
Knicks.
you're going to the Knicks games now. Yeah.
I've been going for years. I love watching masterful athletes play.
It's amazing, isn't it? These guys
it really
are just
is.
phenomenal.
Yeah, they're the best athletes. Basketball players up and down that court. I don't know how the hell they do it.
It's incredible, and the effort. People don't really appreciate just how fast and how big they are and how difficult a game it is.
I mean, you talk about owning a team, and you found it so enjoyable. But when you went to buy a Major League Baseball team, the owners kept you out of baseball, right?
Yeah, basically.
Why do
couple
you
guys.
think they did?
They were afraid I'd spend too much to win, and I think they knew I would do anything to win. I mean, legal, within
And
the
that
rules.
that's bad for the sport?
Was that your MO in
Yeah,
basketball?
absolutely.
That you went out and said, I'm going to get the best talent, I'm going
Whatever
to
it
hire
takes.
the best guys, whatever I got to do.
Whatever I got to do, yeah. And the owners in the NBA freaked out about it. And there's a couple guys that also own Major League Baseball teams that had the power to keep me out, and they did.
Did you end up
But other
overpaying?
teams, wouldn't they want to do the same thing?
No, they can't. See, the difference between the two sports, Robin, is in baseball there's no salary cap, so there's no limit on how much you can spend.
Right.
Whereas in
You
basketball,
could kill
there's-
people, yeah.
Yeah, you could just crush them.
Right.
Yeah.
And did you end up overpaying for a lot of players?
Yeah.
You did.
Who'd you overpay for?
Who was your biggest mistake?
Oh, I hate to kill guys, but we made a trade early on in my career for with the Denver Nuggets, and we probably overpaid a guy named Rafe LaFrance more than anybody else.
Right.
And
Yeah,
hey,
'cause I
Rafe's a
don't
good
know him.
guy. Yeah, Rafe's a great guy.
What'd you pay him?
I think we gave him a $45 million contract, and then as soon as we realized it was a mistake, we traded him.
When you're writing those kinds of checks, because ultimately it comes out of your pocket.
Oh,
right?
yeah, absolutely.
Does that scare the shit out of you? You start to wonder, I know I've got $2.5 billion or something crazy
Oh,
like
yeah.
that, but you say, hey, that can also run out too. I mean, these guys can go through money.
Yeah, they can go through money.
Did it get scary?
Yeah, it's gotten scary, but not so much on the money as it is on the wins and losses, right?
Yeah.
Because the way it works, you only have 15 players, so it's not like baseball where you can just get rid of one and bring in another.
Right.
So if you're stuck underneath that salary cap, you're stuck.
Right.
And so that scares me as much as anything because, I can always bust my ass and figure out ways to make money, but winning in the NBA or any professional sport is hard.
Because after you make $2.5 billion, and we'll go into how you made that money, but after you win $2.5 billion, you should
didn't
probably,
win it, he made it.
I mean, after you made it, you should really say to yourself, hey, fuck it. I'm never going to work again. I'm not going to take any risk. I'm going to just live off the interest of this
That's
money.
exactly what I said to myself, that I couldn't do it.
You wanted to be a guy who was relevant in the NBA of all things.
I just want, you know what? Okay, so I was a Mavs season ticket holder before I bought the team.
Right.
And I would just go to the games, be a fan, and they sucked. Right. And then I just made all this money. I just sold my company, and, I don't want to say it was burning a hole in my pocket,
Right.
but it was there.
Right.
And so I'm at the game. It's the opening of the 99-2000 season. I'm like, I can do a better, it's not a sellout, and I'm all fired up to the start of the year, and I'm like, I can do a better fucking job than this guy.
Right.
Right? So I'm like, hey, wait a second, I'm a rich motherfucker now,
Right.
so I'll buy the team.
In a sense, you're right, because don't you always feel like a poor guy even though you have $2.5 billion?
Yeah. I
Like
mean, look at me, right?
Yeah, but that takes a certain psychological leap because you got to
Yeah.
go, man, I've got $2.5 billion. I'm not going to run out of money. I
That
can
was the
make this
hardest
work.
part.
Yeah.
That's and too, right? That's the change. That's the transition where it's like, okay, I don't want to lose who I am,
Right.
And I don't want to, lose, grasp of, the traditions of my family, my background, and everything. But hey, there's a brave new world out there. How am I going to get into it?
Has your team gone up in value? Mm-hmm. If you sold the team now, what would you get for it? I mean, what would be your price?
Probably. I mean, I wouldn't sell. I mean, the only price where I'd have to at least consider it would be $1 billion.
$1 billion.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider less.
What did you
How
pay
much
for
you
it?
pay?
$285.
$285 million.
Right.
And now you think the value would be about $1 billion.
I wouldn't sell it for less than that. I mean, if someone third party were valuing, they'd probably say $600 to $700 million.
So it was a very good financial move for you.
It wasn't
to buy a
bad.
team.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Do you have partners in that, or you?
Some of the guys that were partners in the team before I bought it stayed on as minority owners.
Right.
But I have complete control.
Yeah, they believed in you, and they said, "Hey, we're going to stay on." That is unbelievable.
It is.
And luck seems to not luck. You make very smart decisions.
No, Howard. I'm a lucky motherfucker.
No. Let's be honest. Let's be honest for a second. I read something about you that just blew my mind. I didn't even know this. The airlines used to have a lifetime ticket.
Yeah.
You could buy the American. What is it? American Airlines.
American Airlines Air Pass.
This
And I
sounds
carried around
crazy.
just to remind myself.
The American Airlines Air Pass was. What did you pay? $145,000.
$125.
All right. For $125,000, you get this card.
Right.
And this card entitles you for the rest of your life.
Me and somebody else.
You and someone else can fly for free.
Anywhere.
And you can also they have to kick off somebody off a flight if you are flying.
Yes, I can just walk up to any. Now I've transferred to my dad now, right?
Yeah, you can do it. It's transferable.
One time.
Wow.
One time, right? So I transferred to my, but
because now you fly private.
Right. I was 29 years old when I bought it, right?
Yeah.
And I used to walk into clubs.
You had $145,000 to blow on an airline.
Yeah.
pass
Well,
when
see,
you were-
my first company I sold for $6 million, and I was
see.
29.
What was that company?
It was called Micro Solutions. We did local area networks, wrote software, technology type stuff. Right?
Okay, so you had $6 million, and even still, you said to yourself, "Hey, that's a good deal. $145,000 for the rest of my life. I can fly an American Airlines. What a dumb fucking move, right?"
Yeah, 145.
But back then, they just wanted corporate accounts, right? And I remember, so I just sold that company. I was 29. My buddies, what do you do? Buy a car, buy a house? I'm like, nah. We're sitting at one of those old school steakhouses that have the phones there, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
bring me the phone, right? I'm
Right.
fucked up out of my mind. We're doing shots. And I'm like, hello, do you guys sell lifetime passes? And they're like, yes, let me put you through. And so the next day, hangover and all, I bought one. And I would go out with my buddies. One time, one of my buddies like, "Oh, Mark, your 30th birthday's coming up. It's the Olympics. Let's go to Barcelona." I'm like, we just walked right to the airport and went right to Barcelona.
How many people do you think in this world bought an American Airlines Air Pass?
I don't, maybe too many because they stopped selling.
They stopped the
those.
program.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's a really dumb thing for them to do.
Yeah, I remember sitting there going, okay, maybe it might cost me 12 cents a mile. You know, what a deal. So
Well, I remember there used to be a Vic Tanny. Ever remember them?
Yeah.
They were like an exercise place, and
Yep.
they would sell lifetime memberships. They went out of business because you can't. You got to renew these things. Prices go up. I mean, the price of gas now and fuel. I mean,
it's crazy.
This is crazy.
It's crazy. I mean, and I loved it. I mean, literally, I would walk into clubs and I would be, talking to some girl, and I'm like, let's just go to Vegas.
Wow.
I was.
Oh, you must have been getting laid left and right.
I was having fun. Absolutely.
And the weird thing is that they have to guarantee you a seat also. And what happened? One time you went on and they threw off a very famous person.
Yeah,
for
Magic
you.
Johnson.
Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
What, are you kidding?
Now,
No.
he was ranting. In other words, because you had this pass.
Yep.
They had to throw someone off.
And he got the low stick. He got the small stick.
Did Magic Johnson realize you were the guy?
Oh, no, he
him?
had no idea who I was.
But you saw him going
Oh,
off.
obviously, I know who Magic Johnson was,
And
right?
you must have been like, holy shit.
Yeah,
I
I'm like, no, I'm with a blonde, right? And I'm like, yeah.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah. Excuse me, sir. Yeah.
What a great story.
It was great. It was a story.
Does he know? Does he know? Did
I've
you
said
ever
it to
tell
him, but he don't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not going to think about it. But
Yeah.
do you get to pick who gets kicked off? That would even be better.
No.
Yeah.
Another 20 grand.
Kick off
Extra
Magic
for that.
Johnson.
Money is a good thing. Money can buy you happiness, can't
You
it?
know what? If you're already happy, it can make you a whole lot happier.
You seem very happy. Getting back to baseball for a second. If had you become an owner, it would have been very exciting for you. What was the team you tried to buy?
I tried to buy 3 of them, actually. I tried to buy the Pirates.
What
and
did you offer for the Pirates?
I didn't make an actual offer for the Pirates because I talked to the guy, he said he wouldn't sell. Because I grew up in Pittsburgh.
Right.
And then I tried to buy the Chicago Cubs.
Right.
And the guy who owned the team at the time was a guy named Sam Zell, who bought Chicago Tribune.
Right.
And we were talking in the $800 million range. I said, okay, that's legit.
Right.
But I said, I don't want to go through this whole crazy process. I'm like, just sit down with me and we'll do a handshake deal and work out a deal. He wouldn't sit down, and so I made an offer for like $800 million, and somebody paid more.
Right.
And then the last time was the Texas Rangers that were going through bankruptcy, and I just didn't have enough. It was all within a 2-week period, and
You couldn't put it together that
I
fast.
couldn't get enough together fast enough because I had to write the check there and then.
Wow. And somebody was able to write a check that
Well,
fast?
it was all set up in the bankruptcy court. They had a stalking horse, white horse guy who already had the whole thing set up, and they were doing their best to keep me out. So
$800 million was a pretty damn good offer. Probably he went to the other owners and they would not approve you, I would
no,
think.
there's no way they would have approved me.
Because you, again, would have
Because of
driven
me.
up the prices.
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
said, we don't need this guy. That's so fucked up, isn't it?
No, actually, I'm glad it turned out that way.
Why?
Because I'd be out in the stands, I'd be out in the bleachers in Chicago at Wrigley Field drinking beer and eating hot dogs all day long and weigh 300 pounds.
How much of your day is spent running your professional basketball team?
Not much.
You have a general manager. He worries
Yeah,
about it. How
yeah.
often do they report to you?
It just goes in streaks. So, like, right now is the trade deadline's coming up tomorrow.
Right.
And so we'll talk all day today and tomorrow.
Right.
And then during the summer, same type of thing. We'll talk all during the summer because of free agency.
And why do you want to talk to them? Because you want to know what your budget's going to be? You want to know, hey, how much do you guys really want to spend for this
Well,
guy?
I'm more involved in that, right? It's not just about the money. It's like which players, what's the goal, what are we trying to do with the team? And, it's like a stock portfolio. Even though your broker may be the guy, right, you still have to understand and make the final decision. So I have to make the final call.
Do some owners stay completely absent from that kind of thing?
Yeah,
They do.
They just say, here's a budget. But I'm, and my guys already know me, right? It's like,
Right.
Because right now we won the championship, and then we had a lot of older players, and so we let some of our guys go, and we're not rebuilding, but we're regrouping under the new collective bargaining agreement, and so now is a more difficult time for us. So it's a more important decision. So I'm more involved.
If I'm a GM, do I want an owner who's like you, or do I want a hands-off owner more?
Depends what kind of budget he gives you, I guess.
Right.
But I mean, if you have an unlimited budget, then that's what you want.
Do
I
you
guess.
have an unlimited budget?
No, because with the new NBA rules, you can spend if you spend stupid,
Yeah.
you can't fix your mistakes. Like they just changed all the rules within the past 18 months after we had this big lockout, right? And so in the past, when you made a mistake like Rafe LaFrance, I could just trade it away
Right.
and just spend more and fix the problem. Now you can't just spend more to fix the problem.
What's in your mind, the number that a budget should be for your team this year?
Well, now because of the rules, we'll only spend, I think, $60 million in salary, which is the lowest since I've been there.
Yeah.
But that resets us to go out and spend more. So the way the new deal works is you have to take a step backwards for a year, maybe 2 years. Then you can start spending the money again because you have room to spend the money. So it just changed.
Don't you think with the hit show Shark Tank, you've had your revenge on Donald Trump, that you're now part of a hit show? The show's a hit.
Oh, it's killing it, and we killed The
killing
Apprentice now.
Did you write?
Did you write Donald?
Oh, I did. I told him.
What did you write? What was the note?
Oh, I just tweeted him, right? I just tweeted him. I said, "Hey, Donald, look at your numbers, look at our numbers, and you decide."
And did he respond to that?
No, he didn't.
He did not like
and
that.
look, I love to pick on Donald, but because he fights back, right?
Right.
But I like him. I actually do like him, but I just like to pick on him. He's an easy target.
Let me understand something about Shark Tank. It's you and a couple other guys.
4 other guys.
Who sit there, because you're rich guys, you actually would put up your own money. If you hear a good idea, you will invest in it.
Our own money.
How many ideas have you invested in?
I don't know the exact number. I think 10, 12. I don't know the exact number.
You mean you took your own money and you said, hey, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Have any of them made money?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, all but one. One's breaking even, one's gone out of business, and the rest are making at least a little bit more.
What is the idea that went out of business that you thought was going to be good?
It was a company called Toy Guru. It was Netflix for toys. So you know how when you have young kids, they fall out of love with their toys every 2 months, right?
Right.
So you paid this company $35 or $40 a month, and they would send you $300 worth of toys in a big old box.
Right.
When you're bored with them, you send them back, they disinfect them, and they send them to someone else, and they send you a whole new batch of toys, so your kids get new toys every couple months.
Right.
And you just swap them out all the time. And we used it at home. My kids loved it. But the lady who was running it just, she couldn't get her act together. She didn't know what to do. She would, we would sit down and talk to her and say, okay, do A, B, and C, and business will grow. And when she would do it, things would go well. And when she wouldn't, she'd lose customers.
So how much money do you lose on a deal like Toy Guru?
Toy Guru lost $100 grand.
$100 grand.
Yeah.
But that's okay because you make it up on these other businesses.
More than make it up.
What's the best one you invested in?
The best one so far, there's been 3 or 4 really good ones. The best one, it looks like it's going to be this company called Surf Set Fitness.
Well, go ahead.
These kids, these guys, hockey player and his girlfriend in New Hampshire like to surf, and you can only surf for a couple months, at most in New Hampshire.
That's right.
And so he took a surfboard, and when you go to the gym, they have these Bonsu balls, things that you can work on your balance and everything.
Yeah.
Right. So he reconfigured something like Bonsu balls, put it under a surfboard, tied it all together, and recreated the effect of surfing indoors.
Wow.
And so he made it into like a formal product, and he sells them to gyms now, and gyms teach classes around these boards. And it's almost like Zumba, where the gym buys 10 of these boards, and every class they charge like $25, $30 a class, and he collects money when he sells the boards and every time they teach a class by a certified instructor. And so he did, maybe when he came on the show, he was doing $18,000, $25,000 a month. He'll do $5 million this year.
Wow.
And his margins are 30, 40%.
Wow.
Easy. And they can keep on going up from there.
Hey, let me understand something. If I want to learn how to surf, do you think that I could sort of master the technique by just using the board?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I have no danger because I've
You
always
won't
wanted.
fall in the water.
I've always wanted to surf, but I'm 59 years old. I don't want to kill myself, and I don't want to get eaten by a shark.
It's good and bad though. So I went and did the class, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm 54, right? So I'm getting confident, right? And I do this little jump, right? And we're filming an update for Shark Tank, and I got too cocky. My legs went out from underneath me, and they got me just busted on my ass, right?
Oh no!
It was crazy.
Yeah,
but
you kill yourself.
It's surfsetfitness.com, so you can check it out.
So some of these things, so that's going to make some money for you.
That one's making me. Another related one, different company, but a guy, towerpaddleboard.com. Have you seen the stand-up paddleboarding?
Yeah, it's huge.
Oh, he's killing it. So these guys went from doing $18,000 a month. They did, and his show was like a year ago. He did $2.1 million this year, and he'll do $3 million this coming year.
And what is he selling?
He sells stand-up paddleboards.
Paddleboard.
Oh,
inflatables and regulars.
But isn't he competing with a bunch of other companies?
Yeah, but he's got a great product. It's
Why
less
was his
expensive.
product so great?
2 reasons. One, it's less expensive. It's well done. It's less expensive, and he gives you a bunch of options in size and inflatable, so you can carry it around, blow it up, whatever. So if you go to if you have a summer home or you just summer vacation, you can't leave your board there, then you use an inflatable so you can take it with you back.
So
and
you
forth.
don't. So you put up the seed money for this guy. How much did you put up on that one?
I think $300,000, I think, and he's been growing so fast. I've given him some additional money to help finance his receivables, to help him continue to grow.
Wow, no kidding.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable. So the show is a success. I would think that on the sly, the network gives you some dough to give these guys.
No.
It's not like
That's
that.
actually the worst part of the show, right?
Yeah.
Because
Giving up your own money?
Well, not the own money. It's the time.
Do you get paid to do the show?
Yeah, we get like $18,000 an episode. Nothing.
I see. It's
Yeah.
not about that.
No,
it's
it's not
you're
about that.
getting the opportunity to hear these
That's
ideas.
exactly. And actually, because to get on the show, people will push down the valuations of their companies.
Right.
Because they had 40,000 people apply to present products on the show last year, and I think 125 made it. And they're just starting auditions now, or not auditions, but whatever you call it, presentations now for people to come on the show, and they expect over 75,000 people to apply.
Wow, it's unreal.
So you're really getting bargains when you.
Yeah, because they'll push down the valuation. So if this went out in the open market, it'd be more.
It's fun doing the show. I'm having a fun time with America's Got Talent. It's a similar kind of
Yeah,
thing. You
well,
sit
exactly.
there and and you hopefully some magic happens.
And you see amazing things, right, that you don't expect.
Let's do me a favor. There's 3 guys who work for me who want to pitch you. Legitimately
no.
want to pitch
Bring
you.
it on, baby.
Yeah, you'll do it.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
This gentleman's name is Tim Sabian. He is our program
Don't worry,
manager.
your wallet's safe.
I don't know. Let's see. I mean, why not?
Why
Did you
not?
hear my invention, by the way?
Yeah, the penis pad?
The penis pad.
Yeah, as long as you're tweeting pictures, it'll be a huge hit.
No interest in that. That's a losing proposition.
No, I think you ought to go ahead and do it.
I mean, if I told you, Mark, that there's a company that has, and now this is Playtex, and they advertise with me. It's a wipe,
Right.
that you wipe down your balls, cock and balls, and ass area before and after sex, and it's it's very gentle. You don't get a rash. You wouldn't invest in that, would you?
It'd be a tough sell.
Yeah, Playtex.
Well, for them, it's easy, right? It's perfect. It's
But
right
why
in their
wouldn't you invest in that?
Because, I don't have the vehicle.
In other words, they're geared up for this kind of thing.
Yeah, it's their business.
But you're not geared up for surfboard shit and all that
No,
stuff.
but the guys who invested with were.
They're tooled up.
Right, they're
so a lot
tooled
of
up,
people,
literally.
So a lot of people, you're saying, can have a good idea, but they've got to be tooled up.
Right, you've got to be, there's certain things I can't sell. Like if one of these guys comes in and brings me frozen food.
Right.
I don't know how to help sell frozen food, right?
Right.
So I'm not going to do it.
Tim, go ahead. What is your idea?
Bring it on,
All right,
Tim.
My idea. Hey, Mark, welcome here.
Thank you.
I'm looking for a $250,000 investment
Okay.
on 50% equity in this business.
Okay.
It's an application that I had an unfortunate situation about a few months ago in the bathroom here,
Oh, God.
where if I was walking to work, I got sick and left the bathroom a mess.
A mess. He shit everywhere, all over our bathroom. But go ahead.
So I've come up with a clean restrooms app. CRAP. CR, Clean Restrooms.
Okay,
app,
nice name, yeah.
Okay, download it onto your phone at 99 cents. It's if I had the ability to do this as I was walking to work, I could have stopped in anywhere and gotten my shit together.
What does it tell you? It tells
What
you.
it tells you where the
if I
nearest
had the app on
bathroom
my
is?
phone, it would give
Oh, there's
me-
already an app that does that.
this not
No,
this,
Tim,
not
no,
what this
no,
does.
wait.
Not what this does.
Okay, go ahead.
Not what this does.
Why is yours different?
Because it also has interaction with the user, where they can upload pictures of the app, of the clean restrooms. That it's a community.
So it's Instatush?
It's exactly. It's like
Isn't there
when
an app that tells you where a bathroom is?
Yes, there are, but
because
there's
I know when I was looking for jobs in Manhattan when I was a kid, I used the library and I was thinking, I wish I knew where there was a clean bathroom.
Yes,
Right.
It's what Yelp is to restaurants. Crap is to restaurants.
All right, hold on. You made your pitch. Mark Cuban, any
Haven't got
interest in this?
Because $250,000 for a crappy app.
We can negotiate.
How about you just give him $250,000?
Yeah, why not,
All right,
right?
get out of here, Tim. Thank you very
Next.
much. Very good. Yeah. What is
You know
it?
that Tim's invested a good chunk of his own money in this already.
How much
He
have you
has?
invested into this? In your,
A chunk, a little
How
bit.
much?
How much?
But
how
here's
much did you invest of your own money?
okay, $8,000 in this thing. Okay, but listen to this. Listen to this.
I'm shocked.
You saw what the ugly meter did in one day.
That's true.
It did over $500,000 in sales in one day.
What
It did
thing?
already?
It did already in one
Not
day.
yours.
So-
Not
Something
yours.
called the
No,
ugly
not mine.
meter.
Oh,
This-
that's-
so there's
yeah,
been a
get
out
model
of here.
already.
Get out.
Yeah,
Get out.
but they respect their money. Get out
Get
of
out
here.
of here. You're out. You hit the buzzer.
I've got another one.
He's got another
What
one.
happened? I thought you were going to pitch your remote control leash.
Well, that was the other one, but I sat last night and did this.
right, get
It was
out.
10:30 at night. I wanted to go to bed.
All right, good night. I don't know if you. I don't even know if you want to hear the other ones.
Are
it
they
on.
worse than that?
You want to hear one more?
It's all your call, Howard.
I don't know. Richie, what is yours? This is something called shittins.
Oh, God. Everything with crap.
Everything was shit. What's with you guys? All right, quickly, the pitch. Go ahead, Richie.
All right, this is the best app. Tim is
An
the
app.
perfect not app, a product.
Okay.
And you would love this. It's a baby wipe in the form of a mitten. Because when you wipe your ass, the last thing you want is fecal matter on your hands,
Go
under your
ahead.
nails. So I call them shittens.
Okay.
All right.
And it's a baby wipe in the form of a mitten that you put on your hands. So that
Okay.
way your hands are totally clean.
Okay, how much money are you looking for?
25 grand to start.
And what percentage of the company do I get?
You'll get 50.
Okay, how long have you been making these?
About a day.
Oh, okay. So you've got a long history with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is the clean.
How are you going to get shittens made for 25
you can't
grand?
even sell that name.
Yeah, I can get them made.
Yeah, and who's going to buy something called shittens
Well,
in the supermarket?
that's my
Nobody's gonna-
one problem, the product name. But it's a great name. It's a great name, shittens.
What are they made? What's it made out of?
It's a baby wipe that you can actually split into a mitten.
Is it eco-friendly?
Yes, flushable, eco-friendly, and you could. It's super clean. It's if you have babies. I have Crohn's disease. I could definitely use something like this when I have a problem.
Yeah.
For nurses who have to clean up.
Well,
old
just
men,
think all those.
This is super clean.
All those locations around the world where they don't have toilet paper, right? If you have your shittens
You're
with you,
shitting with you,
right?
yeah.
So
Exactly.
Mark,
have
you getting turned on by this? Honestly.
have you looked at international distribution?
Not yet.
So you really don't have a company yet. This is just an idea.
I spoke to a bunch of women who have children who have like incontinent grandparents, and they would love something like this.
You know what? It's not a bad idea.
Thank you.
But the problem is, it's just an idea.
It's in the ground
It's
floor.
just an idea, right?
I understand. This is like our writing meetings where guys blurt out an idea. Go, hey, let's get President Obama on. They go, yeah, that's a good idea, but like, how are we going to get him? And,
Yeah.
yeah. So in other words, Mark is saying you have a good idea.
I'm on the bottom floor.
But you don't even have a manufacturer.
You don't have any. You haven't done the
anything.
work yet.
I just started this.
Come back when you've got a company.
I'll give you
right?
my information and we'll
Give
talk.
me your information.
Wow.
But
Fair
come
deal.
back when
Fair
you've got
deal.
a company.
I
It's
quit.
not a horrible idea.
Yeah, quit immediately.
Thank you. I mean, I'm shocked.
Let me help you out, Richie. Get me a phone call to China. We need China people to make shittens. Shittens. Get out of here with
He
that.
names a product shit.
Mark, he
like,
didn't
where are you
do-
going to market that?
What did you just spit into?
Oh, I've had a cold, man. I got over my son.
Jesus
Sorry.
Christ. That was gross.
That was gross. I was hoping you were looking over there.
I need a shittens
All
right
right, somebody invent something for Mark.
now. Mark, that was a very exciting thing. You were buying into the idea.
Yeah, because actually I wasn't thinking so much here in the United States, but places around the world that don't have toilet paper in
Right.
third world countries, if you can make it disposable and make it really, really cheap, and you've got, a shitting around and you carry it with you, you travel to Mexico, it's safe.
Are the shittens reversible?
Oh, my God.
So, by the way, Mark, you made your money the old-fashioned way. You say when you were, how young were you when you made the $6 million?
29.
29 years old, because you were doing techie stuff.
Right.
But let me just one more time go over this.
Okay.
You had a company that was broadcasting on the internet.
Right.
Television stuff.
Audio and video. So all the streaming, everything YouTube does, we started that.
You started that.
It was called AudioNet, and we started in 1995.
And when Yahoo bought you,
right,
they gave you $2.5 billion?
No, they gave us $5.7 billion in stock.
Right.
And then, so I got 33% of it or whatever.
Right.
And then
when Yahoo went to about $2.5 billion, you sold everything.
When it went up, I did a hedge, right? They called it one of the top 10 trades all time on Wall Street.
What did you do?
So I got all this stock from Yahoo. And everybody else thought the internet bubble was going to keep on going forever, right? I'm like, there's no way. And so I sold calls, bought puts, so I protected my stock. And so it went up in value some more and went up to where my hedge was and then cashed me out.
I see.
And
So
then the whole market cratered and I was protected.
when you cashed out, Yahoo went up a little bit more, and people said
Right.
to you, "Oh, aren't you sorry?
Well, exactly
Why
right.
didn't you hold on to it?" And you said, "I've got $2.5
$2 billion.
Well, how much do you need, right? That's exactly.
And you didn't get greedy in a
Nope,
sense.
not at all.
I mean, you could have kept saying, "I'll stay in another day. I'll stay in another week."
Yeah.
And if you had waited just a couple of weeks,
Probably about 6 weeks, I would have been fucked.
like how badly fucked? You might have lost $1 billion.
Oh, more than that.
More.
Oh, yeah. No, Yahoo went from like $300 to like $5.
The guys, it went from what to what?
Like 300 to 5.
Wow, in the matter of weeks.
Yeah, probably over the course of a year, but it would have been impossible to really get out.
Right. And so some of the guys that were in business with you all got stock as well.
Yep.
Did some of them stay in too long and get tanked?
Yeah, I mean, I went to everybody that owned stock in the company. I said, do this.
Get out. I'm getting
Just
out
protect
now.
yourself, right? Protect yourself, right? And some of them did, but a lot of them didn't.
Wow.
They just got caught up, and there's some miserable friends that I have. And employees like the guys who put in. I was just talking to my partner Todd Wagner just the other day. Actually, the guys who put in $30,000 ended up with $30 million.
Wow.
And some of our employees who were there right at the beginning that we didn't have a lot of money, we gave them stock, 15, 20, 25 million, and a chunk of them just lost it all.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh,
what is
killer.
it's almost like you want to just kill yourself if something like that happens.
I couldn't even imagine.
Because you're worth $20 million one day.
And
that's
then
it.
nothing.
It's your ticket to freedom.
Nothing.
And then zero.
Nothing. You're searching
Somebody
for a
takes your
job.
ticket away.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you begged these guys. You said, look, even who you were the major stockholder,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I was the largest stockholder by far.
Yeah. You hit $2.5 billion, and you said, hey, if I stay in, maybe I'll have $5 billion.
No, yeah. And I told these guys, come on now, seriously?
After the $2.5 billion, after buying the Mavericks, after blah, 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 what are you worth today now?
Probably more than 3 because I've made some good investments.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wowee.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wowie zowie.
It's crazy.
Look at you. And yet, like the rest of us, you can even get a cold. You haven't figured out how to conquer that.
I haven't conquered a lot of shit, man.
Shit, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
It's crazy, isn't it? You know.
Good for you. I'm happy for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And one wife. That's it, huh?
Just one.
Prenup?
So far,
prenup.
he didn't get married
when
that
did you get
long
married?
ago.
I got married 10 years ago now.
And you did the prenup, of course.
Did the prenup, yeah. I mean, she's amazing, and she knew me before, right? She's younger, and she's great mom, great wife. Yeah, I'm happy.
That's what I was going to ask. So when you become a billionaire, how do you know why people are approaching?
You know what? It was actually a lot easier than I thought it was.
Really?
Right.
Because they all say the same thing. All the gold diggers say the same. I love to travel. I want to do charity work. Right?
She's super hot, your wife?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yes,
Very nice.
I'm lucky. Hey, wait, I got to tell you one thing.
Tell
right?
me. Yeah.
Shark Tank, right? So I come on as a guest shark, and I'm talking. I'm online. I'm tweeting. Right? I'm like, someone says, you know what? Did you know that Howard Stern was tweeting during private parts?
Right.
And I'm like, what a great idea. And I'm like, has anybody done it during a TV show? No.
So do you do that now?
I did it during Shark Tank when I was a guest shark. The ratings, we immediately started trending.
Yeah.
The ratings started going up. Now they're like everybody on television tweets.
I was looking at Twitter when I first got an account. I said, well, what could I do with this thing? And my movie was playing just coincidentally. And I said to all the followers, hey, I'll tweet some hidden sort of behind the scenes stuff.
Right.
And it caught on. People liked that idea.
And I copied you, right?
Good.
And no lie, that had a lot to do with one of the first surges of Shark Tank in the second season.
Was the show a hit right away?
No.
It was not.
No, it was just mediocre, and then they changed up some things and brought me on as a guest shark.
What network are you, ABC?
ABC.
ABC,
yeah.
And was ABC close to canceling it?
I wasn't on the first season, so I didn't hear all the stories, but they replaced one of the guys and replaced him with me, so something had to change, right?
So do you feel you were the reason, the spark?
Yeah, I think I was part of the spark, absolutely.
Because you're lively on the show?
Yeah, I think I picked up, I mean, ABC, everybody says that, I raised the game for everybody else.
You get along with the rest of the judges?
Sometimes. Yeah, most of the time I do.
Do you think some of them are assholes?
Not so much assholes. It's just, like anything else, when you're there 12-hour days, 20 straight days, 25 straight days, everybody gets annoyed.
Yeah, you can get annoyed with each other.
Yeah,
and it weighs you down in a sense if you don't like the other
right,
judges.
so you've got to, so the camera comes on, you got to do your thing,
Sure,
right?
yeah.
But then off screen, everybody's everybody.
Are there fights off screen?
No, we pretty much get along. It's more we're smart. We save it for on air, right? So when we're pissed at somebody, we save it for on air.
Wow, what a life! You got to see Mark Cuban on Shark Tank.
And I got to plug one thing. I'm doing a cameo tonight on Necessary Roughness, testing my acting skills. I'm not
really.
Yeah.
Now
tonight.
you're an actor.
Yeah, I like to try things, right?
Yeah. Well, you're certainly trying a lot. Don't miss Mark on the season finale of Necessary Roughness.
Yep.
And there you have it. And Richie Wilson just sold him Shittens.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Which we'll be selling in American Airlines Center.
What do you want to know, Ralph? Quickly for Mark Cuban.
Hey, now.
Hey, now.
Shark Tank is like one of my favorite shows. I think
Thanks,
it's a
Ralph.
great show. And it's funny, one of the things you mentioned tweeting, one of the things I love doing is tweeting during it. It's just fun and it gets you involved.
Yep.
What I love about the show, Howard, is like you learn a lot about business and everything. But the setup is you go in and you pitch to 4 different people. But Mark, I love you on the show. But what you do sometimes, which I hate, is like you bully people into a quick decision. Okay,
Hell yeah!
Because it's television.
I want to hear the pitch to everybody. That's why I'm going in there. I want to hear what Barbara's going to say.
Well, I want to win, right? If it's a good deal, I want to get the deal. I don't give a damn what Barbara or one of the other sharks has to say. So when someone comes in with a great company, then I've got to have my strategy to win the deal.
Right.
And that's part of it, learning how to negotiate.
All right,
Yeah.
Ralph.
Well, you do learn a lot, and Tim made a classic mistake. He came in and overvalued his company. He wanted $1 million for that shit.
Yeah. All right, Ralphie boy. I know Ralph will be pitching you very soon.
I'm sure he will.
Very soon, Mark.
As soon as he comes up with something like shit. All right, Mike, go ahead. Quickly, last question for Mark. He's got a very busy life. He can't sit here with you all day. Go ahead, Mike. Mike's gone.
Good job, Mike.
All right. Enough with Mike. All right, I'll let you out of here. Great having you here.
Oh, man, I loved it, Howard. Hopefully you'll have me back.
And you are the man.
No, you're the man.
I mean, you're laughing, you're smiling, you're having a good time.
You know?
And you prove that money can make you happy.
Hey, we're the luckiest guys in the world.
It doesn't suck.
It doesn't suck is right.
Do you ever yell at your father and say, look how easy it is to make money? What the fuck was wrong
with you, Dad?
My dad, I just say, wherever you want to go, yes.
Where did are your parents both alive?
Yes.
Do they work?
No, not anymore.
Did you retire them?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my dad used to do upholstery on cars, so if you had like a rip in your car seat, you took it to my dad.
And what does it mean to retire them? You just gave them a bunch of dough and said, go enjoy your life?
No, he's got a credit card. He just goes wherever he wants.
Wow.
Yeah, whatever he wants to do. He's 86. He's still a party machine. Like, he's in Miami right now, and if you call him and it's 8 o'clock, he's drinking wine and loving life. But, he told me the best line ever. He said, today's the youngest you're ever going to be. Live like it.
Did he ever? Is he divorced from your mom?
No.
They're together.
Sometimes, yeah. My mom likes to stay in Pittsburgh and go golf.
Kidding.
And my dad likes to travel.
So they dislike each other and
what
they get along. They just do their own thing.
They
right?
live their separate lives.
Yeah, they do their own thing.
They're not going to get divorced.
Right.
They stay
exactly.
together.
Yeah.
Right. They're staying together for the sake of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the children.
Just for the sake of the checkbook. Yeah.
Isn't that weird? Do you ever say, why don't you two get a divorce and go just hang out?
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
You don't get involved.
No. He's 86 years old. Whatever he wants to do.
Do you ever say to your dad, hey, you spent a little too much money on the credit card? Never.
Do you think he's buying women with his credit card?
I hope so.
Is he respectful of the credit card, though? I mean,
you don't see
like a yacht
he's a depression baby, right? So he's like, he freaks out. My mom the same way.
If your parents do get a divorce, which one will you go with? Which one will you
I'd probably live with my dad because he's buying those hot women, right?
You're a great advertisement for having children. I mean, you've retired both your parents and they both have credit cards, right?
They put up with me all those years. They earned it.
Good for you, man. Yeah. That's a nice thing to do for your parents.
Of course.
You got brothers and sisters?
2 younger, and they both work for me.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh, man. And what do they make, $1 million a year?
No. They actually have to work for their money.
No kidding. What do they do for you?
My one brother manages my foundation,
nice.
And my youngest brother is in sales for Magnolia Pictures and Access TV.
What does it mean to manage your foundation? What is that?
He does one foundation. It's called the Fallen Patriot Fund, and so I put up money when soldiers or service people who were injured or have problems coming back from any of the wars that we're in. Sometimes there's certain care they don't get, so I just put up the money for it.
And what does he do? He makes sure that the money goes to the right place?
He goes through the applications and makes sure we pay off their bills or do whatever they need. Yeah.
Is that a big job? I mean,
yeah, it is, because we don't go out and raise money for it. I just pay for it all myself. And
what does that cost you a year?
I don't even know.
That's a beautiful thing you're doing.
Yeah, it's just the right thing to do.
People go fuck themselves if they criticize you.
Well,
you know what I mean?
But I don't go out and promote it or anything.
You a letter
yeah, I don't go out and promote it. Yeah.
No, okay, I understand. You're quiet about it.
Yeah.
All right. Mark Cuban, thank you.
Thank you,
for doing that for soldiers. That's beautiful. We'll be back right after these words. The great Mark Cuban will be back right after this.
Tim. A bit of a fail today, Tim.
No, not a fail. Not a fail. That's just a bigger challenge. Watch this work.
You attempted to make lemonade, so to speak, out of a very
chicken
sour
shit
situation.
out of chicken salad, or chicken salad out of chicken shit.
Have you officially let this incident go now that Mark has not endorsed your idea?
It's a bigger challenge now. Now it's a bigger challenge. Now watch this work.
Does this stem from the, all the flack you took for your unfortunate incident a few months ago? Are you trying to retool your image? Is this what this is about?
No, this is about taking advantage of an unfortunate situation.
Strictly capitalism.
Exactly.
Okay.
I quit.
Not green lit, but
it's a yellow light.
Exactly.
It's a yellow light. They didn't turn it down, and a multi-billionaire loved this idea.
Let me get a look at your shittens.
This is shittens.
Let me see.
See? And I basically sewed together 2 baby wipes in the form of a mitten. And it's super clean, it's biodegradable, and it's, I think, the perfect product for women who have children, or if you have butt problems, this is the perfect product.
And even on an unseasonably cold day, you can throw them on.
Exactly.
And they're warm.
If you're in the woods, you got to take a shit when you're camping. Pop on a shitting, wipe, throw it away, and your hands are clean.
What if you don't want to touch the subway rail handle?
Exactly.
For a germaphobe?
If you have to touch a Whack Pack member,
right,
you wear your shittens
and clean their hands at the same time.
The one thing I have to work on is the name. That's it. I have to think of something else besides shittens, but there's something there.
And some logistics, like distribution and manufacturing.
Exactly. Look, you can get let's just say if some celebrities can get clothing lines made in these third world countries, I can certainly get this made. Shittens.
I like it.
Next time you see me, I'll be a wealthy man.
Will you remember us?
No. I'll remember you every time I wipe my ass.
Mark, a couple of, shall we say, interesting ideas or prototypes going on today.
Yeah, it was definitely Shark Tank and the Stern Show. Shittens, I mean, I think everybody needs one. I can tell when it's a hero or a zero, like Lori on the show says, and that was a hero. I mean, all across the world, no one will wipe their ass with a bare hand ever again. No one will ever wipe the baby's ass with a bare hand ever again. No more fecal matter anywhere. It'll be huge.
Thank you.
Huge. Now, the dude who brought me the idea, he was worthless. worthless.
Just think, if you go hunting, that's the perfect thing for hunters. Wipe your ass. You have to use a leaf anymore, nothing. Wipe your ass and you're good.
Leaf-free pooping.
Exactly.
Who knew? No, it actually wasn't a bad idea. You should just see if there's anything out there like it.
There is stuff like it, but for computer wipes, nothing for the skin.
Well, yeah, seriously. I mean,
it's just one little change.
And here people, it'll be tough to get them to change habits, but I mean, just like for dads who don't know how to, change diapers, the dad protector or something like that.
Exactly.
It's not a. I mean, I don't know what the competition is, but it's not a horrible idea.
They said the same thing about Post-it. Who thought about putting glue on the back of a piece of paper, on the back of a notepad?
You should
and I'm just reinventing the wheel.
Why not, right? Why not check it out? And then apply to be on Shark Tank. Seriously. You should.
I will. I'll do it.
Hey, it's Mr. Skin. I'm here to do my 14th annual Anatomy Awards. I can't believe it's been 14 years, but I got to tell you, the list this year is fantastic, and I'm really excited to talk to Howard.
Wow, 14 years.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that I've been doing this for 14 years is one thing. The fact that it's so much fun is another, and I'm really lucky to be able to do this. But really looking forward to seeing Howard today.
Well, we look forward to it, Mr. Skin. I like to say personally, I feel like a kid again, like I was an 18-year-old first discovering your website.
Well, cool. Well, you're going to discover some really cool nudity today because I don't think you know a lot about these scenes, so it should be a lot of fun.
Very skinformative. I tried to think of a new word before you came in today.
Skintastic, skinformative.
Existential.
I've never used that one and probably never will.
That's a bit of a reach.
Yeah.
All right. Good luck in there today.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Howard, I've never seen a guy run a website better, and I'll tell you why in a second. He sends out an email. I get an email from him every other day. He does, it'll be like Mr. Skin's best cheerleader scenes. Mr. Skin's best, like he just groups them in, and sometimes I go, that looks interesting, and I click on it, but he, and then when you go to the site, it's really well put together. Like when you go there, it's easy to navigate. I told Don when we put our site together that they should look at it as a model for the way you can move from A to B to C.
Yeah.
It's really well run, and I love looking at it.
Great job.
Mr. Skin's here. He's going to give us a nice little update. You know the Skinatomy Awards are coming up. And this is the 14th annual Anatomy Awards. And Mr. Skin's a great guy. He says business is up 25% when other companies are down. I wonder if Mr. Skin will ever go public.
Is it like a depression kind of business? The worse things get, the better his business is?
Mr. Skin, in a world where pornography is actually hurting because so much of it is free on the internet, how is it that you're thriving, really? What's going on?
I think it's a combination of things. It's how we package it, too. You could find nudity of actresses on the internet, but we have fun with it. We have playlists. We have compilation stuff.
When you say business is up 25% at MrSkin.com, you mean that it's a subscription business. Your annual report came out. And
do they have an annual report?
At our shareholder meeting.
Will you ever go public?
Pubic? Well, we will always stay private, and that's the way it's going to be. I mean, we can't go public, obviously.
Why? Why can't you?
It's
too silly?
It's too much work, to be honest. This is so much fun. I don't want to get into trying to
But
to
you're
go
not
public.
afraid of work. In fact, Gary has said to me privately that he thinks MrSkin.com is the best-run website he's ever seen. He says he gets regular email blasts about, like I don't know what he was saying. Something new came out.
Yeah.
Denzel Washington's in a movie and the chick's naked, and you immediately get him an email blast, and this is for all your customers. They get updated. I got to get on this website. And he says,
how are you behind?
I don't know. And then he says, I don't know why I can't get my website. Would you be available to run my website? Because seriously, he says, then you go on and it's so easy to find everything.
Right.
And that you can immediately, take a drink of water. You're all dry mouth. I don't know what the fuck your problem is. It's probably from being a pervert.
Yeah.
And nervous.
The light is on.
It's probably from coming out of your basement.
I'm not used to the light.
How old are you now?
I just turned 50.
I mean,
what?
Jesus Christ.
And you're still a perv.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a guy who literally started a business. How many years ago?
It wasn't a business.
I launched it on August 10th of 1999.
He launched the business in 1999, and he was basically taking clips from movies and saying, "Here's the good parts."
Yeah.
Well,
you were saying, what Gary was saying. We really I have an amazing team that works for me. I mean, I have guys whose full-time job is just to go through movies and look for nude scenes, or go through TV shows and look for nude scenes. Plus the technology people, the customer service. They love the job, and it shows obviously with
how
the
many
website.
people
What kind of customer service?
Yeah, how many people are in your customer service department?
We have 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
No
And what
kidding.
do they do? What do people call
we get
about?
we get 9 million visitors a month to the website.
Good Lord.
Yeah, and that hits, Howard. People, 1, 2,
Yeah.
it's a lot of people, and you need to be able, if someone has a problem, an issue, they can't figure out, they forgot their password, you have to right away be able to.
And you don't outsource that to India? Like, hello, this is MrSkin.com. What can I do for you?
I have my sister's one of the customer service people.
Is she hot?
Yeah.
Would we ever see her nude?
I don't think so. Yeah, she's
what
got
is it,
little
Gary?
kids.
There's not a subject or category that he can't narrowcast. Like, I'll get an email the other day. It was just best scenes with teachers, right? So it's like teacher-student scenes. So, and then there's like 30 of them in a row.
Right.
But then they start to, I can't remember what you've done recently, but they just get, best cheerleaders, best black cheerleaders. It's just like he just keeps, and then, so if I see something, I just click it and I open it.
Howard, I was, for some reason, I needed to find nude scenes with monks.
Right.
I searched our database for the word monk and pulled up every nude scene in the history of film with a monk in the scene. So we could do it. That's how good.
How many did you find?
Like 13.
And why did you need to find that?
I can't remember. We were doing some little project in the office, and I pulled up every monk nude scene.
I wonder what that project was. But, okay, let me just first tell my audience, before you get to the Anatomy Awards, which is a big deal. By the way, this year, the Anatomy Awards, I see you have a sponsor, Fleshlight.
This is huge. I mean, a big sponsor. This Fleshlight, they're the #1 male sex toy in the world. You know those things where they make the molds of the porn stars' vaginas, and there's a case, and the guys, put it in.
Right.
And they are doing, they did a huge sponsorship for this Anatomy Awards. I've never had a big sponsor, so very proud to have
It's your Pepsi moment.
Yeah. Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
That's you look at the big smile on your face, like you accomplished something
Well,
big.
I mean, I
It's
always
a
just
fucking piece of rubber guys stick their dicks in.
Yeah, you should be very sad for those human beings.
They're doing an Alexis, Texas mold that's going to be branded a Mr. Skin on the casing, so I'm very proud of that.
Is Mr. Skin a Fleshlight user?
No, I have never used it, but I've learned a lot about it in the last couple of weeks since
By the
they
way,
came
you
on.
realize it's the shape of a flashlight, but there's a rubber vagina.
Right.
Yes, I do. You know, they've sold...
Why do they put it on a flashlight? I mean, do you understand that?
So you can't be embarrassed when you just see it sitting out?
Well, I'll tell you what.
There's no way not to be embarrassed.
They've sold almost 5 million of these things. I had no idea. It's
Why?
crazy.
But in other words, when I understand a guy wants a fake rubber vagina to put his penis in. I've tried it myself. Not the fleshlight, but I've tried a fake vagina. I don't find it pleasurable. But why the invention of a flashlight with a vagina on it? I mean, the two don't seem to go. Like, why not a broom or a
well, I
telephone?
think you could carry it around. It's easy to.
But why? Like, does the flashlight actually work? Can you turn it on as a flashlight?
Yeah, can you fix your car and look for things with it too?
I mean, like, why that combination?
I don't know. All I know is these guys just sold 5 million, so they know what they're doing. That's really all I could tell you.
You know, I'm picturing like a terrible disaster, and I accidentally grab my flashlight.
Yeah, there's a blackout.
And my kids see it. I mean, it's unbelievable. So let me get this right. A couple of quick things before you get to the Anatomy Awards, because I have limited time with you and it's important stuff. A couple of announcements you make on your website. January Jones, who I think is beautiful,
yes,
will be getting naked in a movie called Sweet Water.
Yes, it's my Skin Scouts were at the Sundance Film Festival and saw this movie, and guys have been asking me about January Jones forever.
And she's never been nude before.
She had a brief down blouse scene, nothing good, but this is a full-on shot, and she looks fantastic.
Wow.
Betty Draper from Mad Men.
She's in the scene as well?
No,
that's who January Jones is.
January Jones is Betty Draper from Mad Men.
I don't watch Mad Men. I see. So she is going to be in a nude scene, and you send guys out to these film festivals so that they're prepared to see what's coming up down the line.
Yeah, and now this movie hasn't even hit theaters, and we already know she's going to be naked. We also found Dakota Fanning naked in a movie.
Whoa! I mean, how old is she?
Yeah, she's 19.
Oh my God!
It's called Very Good Girls, and she's running down the beach showing butts. So
just butt.
Well,
tell people the rumor about Dakota Fanning's butt scene.
Well, the rumor is it's CGI. Now, I haven't seen it because it hasn't even come out in theaters.
So you're claiming it's not even her ass?
There's rumors that they CGI'd it. So.
How is that impacting your business? Because at one time you had to go around making sure it was the actress in question who was in the nude scene by looking at the cuts.
Well, if you find out that it's not that person, will you?
Then we call it non-nude.
You do?
Yeah, it's like a body double.
In other words, Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman, you would not put on your website because we're really not looking at Julia Roberts.
Well, actually, except at the 1 hour and 35-minute mark, through the bed railing, you could see breasts for a brief second. But that was her, yes.
Wow, how do you know that?
That's what I do for a living, Howard.
It's provable that that's her breast?
Yeah, that definitely was her. Because you saw the face with the body in the scene. They didn't have CGI back then.
And I guess it's a big deal because we think of Dakota Fanning as a young lady, and now all of a sudden...
That was a big one. I'd get over the last, 15 years, when are the Olsen twins going to get naked? Or when is Dakota Fanning going to do a nude scene?
So it's a happy day. We're finally at that day where Dakota Fanning
When Dakota Fanning starts getting naked, all's good.
All hell's breaking loose, right?
Have you taken... what about dead people? Have you taken Mindy McCready off Mr. Skin out of respect for her suicide?
Was she ever on
No,
Mr.
she
Skin?
wasn't on. She's not in movies and TV
she's
naked.
not? No. Are there people like
Marilyn Monroe's on there? I mean, you have dead.
Well, Marilyn Monroe. I mean,
and Mr. Skin is the perfect person to ask. Then, what is the time period by which you should not be having or masturbating to a person once they've died? What is the standard
because
there?
I have the Mindy McCready video, and I'm still jerking off to it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can't say. That's a tough one.
You know what's amazing about it? This Mindy McCready's a country star, and I guess there was she had made a private sex tape, and it ended up on the web. And then the company announced they were taking it down for a few days because out of respect. If you really want to have respect,
you would never have released it.
Why would you? Why all of a sudden get a conscience because she died? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
No, like Brittany Murphy. Did she ever do any nudity?
No, but she. She died. She's still, she's done some sexy things that we have at the website. But
is it all right to masturbate to her, or is it?
It's
wrong?
been a while now.
Yeah, I think she's been dead long enough, right?
Fair enough. Okay. Thank you for saying it's okay to go back to the masturbation. Letterman tells us when it's okay to go back to laughing again, and you tell us when it's okay to go back to masturbation. You also say that the number one TV show in the world for great nudity is what? And I think Robin is a fan of this show.
Magic City is great. That's a fantastic one.
I don't watch that one yet.
No, I thought Banshee is the one.
Well, yes, that's a new one. and Banshee's a show on Cinemax. Cinemax is now doing original programming.
Yes.
Howard, in the pilot episode, this girl named Ivana Milicevic was in bed with a guy. The guy literally had his face in vagina in the very first episode, and it was just one of the most amazing nude scenes I've ever seen on television.
Vagina?
What an auspicious
No, because his head's in the way. But it was
his head is in the way.
Like, and you can't fake it. It wasn't like, I mean, he was in there.
Right.
Yeah, it was an amazing scene.
So is that scene up on Mr. Skin?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So Banshee is a show we should be watching.
Yes,
for nudity.
it's a new show on Cinemax on Friday night.
It's also a good show.
Well, who cares?
Yeah, and it's got Amish people.
All right, let's get to some of the Anatomy Awards. This is what people wait for. We are talking to Mr. Skin, the Anatomy Awards, very exciting. And you can check out Mr. Skin's 14th Annual Anatomy Awards at MrSkin.com. That's where you not only see the Anatomy Awards, but you can see the actual clips that he's talking about. All right, let's go through the list real quick. Nudecomer of the Year.
Yeah, now this girl is Ashley Hinshaw in a movie called About Cherry.
Right.
And she's a, Howard, you'd love this girl. She's a former Abercrombie & Fitch model.
There she is.
Yeah, and a nudecomer, our definition is someone that wasn't famous but does a great nude scene and becomes famous because of it. And Ashley Hinshaw is the winner this year. And
now,
like
those
I said,
are real breasts.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know her.
Yeah, I don't know her either. Aren't her areolas too big to be Nudecomer of the Year?
No, I think they're perfect.
That's never a problem?
Yeah, she's beautiful.
It seems
yeah.
like a problem to me.
Yeah, she plays a girl from a broken home who has to move to San Francisco to enter the porn industry. So it's a great movie.
Wow.
Let's go to Celebrity Nude Debut.
Now, the difference here is this is someone who was famous that had never been naked and got naked for the first time in 2012. And the winner this year is Nadine Velasquez, who you might know from the TV series My Name is Earl. She plays Catalina. She's on an FX show called The League. She did that movie Flight with Denzel Washington.
Now, let's talk about this. Flight. Gary says this is one of the hottest nude scenes he's ever seen. Denzel Washington.
A lot of guys.
Yeah, that love scene.
In the opening scene, when he's on the phone and she's just walking around completely naked, and it is really an amazing scene. A great nude debut, because guys have been waiting for Nadine Velasquez to do a nude scene.
All right,
and she was really naked.
Now, you say most mufftastic Merkin, Gina Gershon.
You know, Merkins are getting really big on TV because you got all these old shows like Boardwalk Empire and Spartacus and Game of Thrones, where these girls have to do full frontal nudity, but no actress has full muff anymore, right?
Right.
So the guy who's got selling Merkins is making a killing.
So, in other words, these are girls with fake pubic hair.
Yes.
And you give it to Gina Gershon and Killer
Howard,
Joe.
this movie's so disturbing, Howard. There's a scene in this movie where Gina Gershon has like a bloody nose.
Right.
And Matthew McConaughey she's on her knees. He has a chicken leg sticking out of his zipper, and she's giving oral to the chicken leg.
I've seen the movie. It was a good movie.
Yeah, it
oh
was a
my
good movie.
God,
I saw it too.
Yeah.
That was so disturbing I couldn't even put it in the Anatomy
It disturbed Mr. Skin.
And Gina looking good. I mean, she's no spring chicken anymore, right? How old is she now?
She's up there close, probably like 47, 48.
Wow, looking terrific.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to a couple of Best Full Frontal. I was surprised to see who won this one this year.
Who got the nod?
There was a movie that came out in theaters in June called Take This Waltz.
Right.
And your friend Sarah Silverman and Michelle Williams are standing completely nude in the shower. And Howard, it's rare for an actor. Usually you start with maybe a nip slip or a little brief breast exposure. Full frontage in the shower.
Yeah, Sarah's really naked, and so is Michelle Williams. My goodness. Okay, let's see. Now, I happen to agree with you. Best over 40 nude scene. You gave this
good.
to...
You saw this?
I sure did. It's a movie called The Sessions.
Yeah.
And
yes.
And you gave it to Helen Hunt. I thought she was terrific in the movie.
Yeah.
I can't believe she's not winning some sort of awards.
It seems she's being overlooked.
She's nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah, but she never wins at the Golden Globes or anything like this. She's so fucking naked in this, and I was shocked how good she looked.
Howard, she's 49. Look at how good she looks. Yeah.
Now go to this category. Best chick with a dick. What is that?
Oh, my God. Yes. Chloe Sevigny is on a TV series called Hit and Miss in the UK. Now, she's the girl that did Brown Bunny with the blowjob with Vincent Gallo.
Right.
She plays a tranny assassin.
Yeah.
And she's crazy. Like, she does the weirdest nude scenes. And in that's her real breast.
So she's a real girl playing a guy with a dick.
You got it.
Very good.
Well, what are the trannies going to do now that women are taking their role?
And finally, the Lifetime Skin Achievement Award. Now, what does that mean, Lifetime Skin Achievement?
Every year we honor an actress who, probably won't be naked anymore. And this year there was a girl that I watching cable TV in the 70s and 80s, always was a big fan of, and that's Sylvia Christel. Well, she died in 2012. She was only 60 years old.
The story of O.
Remember Emmanuel and Private Lessons in Private School.
She's hot.
Yeah, she
It
is.
wasn't the story of O. It was Emmanuel. Okay.
Yeah, so we did gave her a Lifetime Skin Achievement Award this year, Howard. She's probably very proud.
Do you have an actual award ceremony, or is it just like, or you guys, just a bunch of you guys perving out in the basement?
Mostly us guys perving out in the basement.
Yeah, people would be throwing the awards at them.
Rick, you're on with Mr. Skin quickly. He's very busy.
Thanks, King. Mr. Skin, I hear there's a rumor Mila Kunis is going to be nude in an upcoming movie. And would you consider Emma Watson to be probably the one most anticipated person to get nude
The
now?
Harry Potter girl?
I think she grew up really
You know
hot.
who's the #1 girl that guys want to see naked, and I could prove it because I know how many page views she gets at our website? Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
She has big breasts.
Go ahead.
She's never done a nude scene. She had a nip slip in a movie called The Tuxedo at the 1 hour, 1 minute, and 40-second mark, but that's it. And I think it's because she's always on those made-for-TV movies. Guys have been tracking her.
Isn't she too much of a goody two-shoes to do a nude scene?
Well, she's on that show, The Client List, where she just gives massages followed by hand jobs, but it's on that what channel is that on? It's
Lifetime?
Lifetime.
And she doesn't
she can't
get naked?
well, she's like in bra and panties every week.
No.
I know, but that's why. She's a tease. She just hasn't
So
been
she's not
naked.
really committed as an actress, because any girl who would give a tug to a guy in a massage room is going to have her top off. And if she was really going to be an actress, she'd have that fucking top off, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I could tell. I know guys want to see her do a nude scene. He was saying about
Mila Kunis.
He's also been X-rayed too, so you can see those nipples. They're out there on the internet.
What do you mean?
X-ray.
You know how they'll take a black. Say you wear a black shirt, you can go into Photoshop, X-ray it, and boom, you're pretty much you're seeing it naked.
And you're calling me a perv, Howard?
This guy. I think this guy's auditioning for a job right now. By the way, it's rumored that Mila Kunis is going to be in 50 Shades of Grey. She'd have to be naked in that if she's going to get the job.
I'm hoping that happens, but we don't know yet. So we'll see.
I smell subscriptions going up if she's nude, right?
And
she's another one guys ask me all the time. I mean, in that movie Friends with Benefits, it was a body double, and she has such a great body, you'd think she'd show it, but we'll see.
So
what about Kristen Stewart? Because I heard that her nude scenes were leaking.
Well, she's in the movie called On the Road, based on the Jack Kerouac book, and she's in the back seat of a car, and you could see breasts, and it was her nude debut, which is exciting because guys, she's one of the biggest stars in the world.
Right.
And it was exciting that she did her nudity this year. So, yeah, she's been naked. So another one bites the dust, Howard.
It's really hard to look at you sometimes. All right, listen, congratulations, Mr. Skin.
Thanks, Howard.
Mr. Skin and the Anatomy Awards, of course. You can check the 14th Annual Anatomy Awards at MrSkin.com. This is a very accomplished man. Gary says he has the best run website on the internet.
And that means a lot to me. I appreciate that.
Your fans are many, Mr. Skin, and thank you for providing this service. A lot of guys love it. And congratulations on your biggest year ever.
Yeah, thanks, Howard. Thanks for having me again.
And the fact that he had a sponsor.
Oh, the Fleshlight. Yeah, way to go.
Fleshlight came through. That's really cool.
Next year, Coke and Pepsi. All right, we'll be back right after these words. Thank you, Mr. Skin.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Mr. Skin.
Yes.
Always very skin-formative.
Yeah, 14 years. I really, truly can't believe I've been doing this for 14 years. It's amazing.
This organization came from humble beginnings.
Yeah. Well, when I started, it was just me and a tech guy. That was it. And that was in August of 1999. And now we have 35 skin employees and, get 9 million visitors a month. And the fact that this is what I get to do for a living is really the amazing thing.
Two perverts with a dream.
Well, hey, you know what? There's a lot worse things you could be doing for a living.
Absolutely. When Howard calls you a pervert or says, "Wow, man, you're way out there," you seem to wear that as a badge of honor.
You know what? As long as people that are listening are having fun, I could take it. And Howard has been so cool to me. In fact, I mean, quite frankly, the reason my website's so big, I owe to this show and all the great publicity I've gotten on this show. So call me whatever you need to call me. It's totally cool.
So this is 14 years you've been doing the Anatomy Awards for?
Yeah, like I said, when I started this, I remember thinking to myself, well, I'll keep my job, but then I'll do this part-time, maybe make a little extra money. But more than the money and the success is the fact that like I wake up in the morning and like I have a meeting at 10:30 because we're talking about lesbian scenes. You know, that's what I do for a living, and you got to put that in perspective. Like there is no, this is like a job where you could be on vacation and can't wait to get back from your vacation to do the real fun stuff. You know, and not a lot of people have that.
The American dream by way of Skin.
The American wet dream.
First of all, let's play the Eric the Actor either or game. I think everyone will have fun with that.
All right.
And I think you'll have fun with it. And let's face it, we're after our own fun. All right, here he is, Eric the Actor, as he is known. And you have to do either or, Robin. Here we asked Eric the Actor, for example.
Would you rather walk or be a millionaire?
Now, I would think Eric would rather walk.
I would hope.
Right?
Yeah.
Here's his answer.
Of course.
Yeah. Let's see if this gets harder.
Diana DeGarmo or Kelly Clarkson?
Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson.
Of course. Speaking of Kelly Clarkson, all I wanted to say is Clive Davis wrote a book. The guy's a billionaire record executive. And in the book, he's critical of Kelly Clarkson, and he kind of says that, I don't remember, do you remember the exact?
It was a record thing. He was trying, you know, she had won American Idol. They were looking for a record for her to do. He offered her some songs, and he says that she disliked his selection so much, including
the first song that she sang on
what was it?
the big
Since
song
You've
they
Been
wrote.
Gone.
Since You've Been Gone, yeah, that she almost cried or something, or cried,
Yeah.
because or laughed or something. She just thought it was ridiculous, and then of course he made her record it, and it became a huge hit.
The thing I got from it is Clive Davis wrote this book, and he's trying to use this girl and say, hey, look at what a genius I am. She didn't want Since You've Been Gone. And meanwhile, she issued a statement saying, hey, Clive Davis is a bully. That he is claiming this. She goes, well, I see it a whole different way. I wanted to add more guitars into Since You've Been Gone. He didn't, and they did add more guitars, and it worked.
Yeah, it seems like everybody got what they wanted.
Yeah. So she says, I don't recall crying and then him forcing me to do Since You've Been Gone. She goes, I love that song, and I was very much for it. Now, whether Clive Davis's memory is correct or Kelly Clarkson's memory is correct, I got to side with Kelly Clarkson as a guy who works in a business where I'm talent. I'm not in management. I always find it sickening when management guys like to set the record straight about how fucking creative and what geniuses they are. First of all, Clive Davis has got billions of dollars. He's at the end of his life. He's 85 years old or 80-something years old. And he really doesn't need a book out there to make money. Kelly Clarkson's still a young girl in her career trying to make it as an artist.
And she's got to go out on tour, and she wants people to think she enjoys singing these songs.
And like this guy's trying to diminish what she does. Doesn't he have enough in life? Can't he sort of tell his story without fucking degrading her and putting her down? I've just got to believe, and I don't know Kelly Clarkson at all, and you know, I like some of her songs. I think she's got an amazing voice, and the girl has worked hard to get to where she is. I don't understand Clive Davis's motivation in knocking this chick down.
They had some kind of problems with each other. You know, I know that one of her albums, she decided she wasn't going to, you know, take his advice and go with him, and then it didn't do as well as the other albums where he had input, and I think he's still pissed at her for wanting to be an artist and making some of her own decisions.
He should shut the fuck up. It's not becoming. He's 80 years old.
Some of the things he's taking credit for, he really should just hide.
Yeah.
You know, making Barry Manilow sing those awful songs. I wouldn't brag about that.
Well, they made a lot of money. That's in his book.
That's all he cares about. I care about music.
Well, you'll never make any money.
That's
so
probably true.
Yeah.
But my point is, good Lord, I wouldn't tell anybody I was responsible for Barry Manilow's
but that's just
success.
the point. Clive Davis is brilliant at picking, you know, I'm sure he's had as many failures as he's had hits, but he is brilliant at saying, like, hey, maybe Barry Manilow would be good.
Barry Manilow even objected to some of these songs, and he goes, no, sing them.
But, you know, and that's his genius. He doesn't need to build himself up by taking Kelly Clarkson apart. And, you know, the other thing about it is that this guy's... Listen, in my own career, I've worked for people, powerful people. They ain't the ones sitting and writing the jokes. They ain't the ones laying up at night, sitting there and making the show popular. But trust me.
Some of them actually, well, I don't know.
And some of them actually fucked me and slowed me down. In fact, I'd say almost all of them fucked me and slowed me down.
They were like speed bumps.
Yeah. I can point to each one of them and tell you their failures, but not all of them. I should be fair.
Right.
But the best ones were the ones that stayed out of my way and understood what I did. If one of them came out with a book and said, "Oh, I did this and I did that," I'd say, "Fuck you." I mean, I'm the guy who sat there and said, "Screw it. I'll set up my own clock. I don't need a program director. I'm going to sit here and talk. I'm not going to play any music." I mean, I did it all. If any of them came out with a book about some bullshit that they did, knocking me.
Well, the idea that Pig Virus sells himself as the guy who can handle personality talent because he worked with you is crazy.
Handled me really well. But anyway, I found it a little bit obnoxious. And by the way, in the book, too, Clive Davis talks about that he's bisexual.
Yes.
Which, again, I have no gaydar. I had no idea this guy was.
That wasn't even an issue for me. I was like, who cares? Even after he said it, I was like, who cares?
By the way, who wants to hear about an 80-year-old guy with his balls hanging down to his feet?
Right.
You know, he can teabag his lover without sitting down. Those balls are like right on.
I was like, I actually don't want to know.
This is a Howard TV original production.
You view your life as wonderful, don't you?
Yeah, it is a wonderful life.
What is this?
It's spit. Leave him in, you motherfucker!
Life can often be measured by its many twists and turns. But for Jeff the Drunk Curro, his journey can be defined by just one, a swerving, booze-filled car ride that occurred nearly 3 decades ago. In the years that followed, Curro has stumbled and slurred his way through some very hazy days, often centered around phone calls to the Howard Stern Show, made from the cozy confines of his prefabricated home in upstate New York. But when the fleeting conversations with Howard and Robin end, what keeps Jeff Anthony Curro's life on hold? Is his sedentary existence the result of alcoholism, indifference, or quite possibly, as he believes, divine intervention? After making the 160-mile trek from New York City, we found Jeff doing what he does best, waiting for his Stern Show number to be called, waiting in what he calls the last trailer on the right.
Just 25 miles outside of Albany, Bern, New York is merely a 6-pack away from the state capital. But with its meandering roads and sprawling late autumn landscape freshly painted with the first coat of winter, it was easy to forget about the big city and become lost in the serene beauty of Jeff the Drunk's hometown. Yet as I neared the little box on the hillside where Jeff resides, I knew the placid countryside was simply the calm before the storm. The long and winding road through the tumbleweeds has led us here to the last trailer on the right, the place that Jeff the Drunk, Jeff Curro, calls home. It's the place that we've heard about for so many years, and yet we've never seen. Really, it appears from the outside, at least, to be remarkably well taken care of. So let's see what the inside looks like.
Jeff, how you doing?
How you doing?
What's happening?
Welcome to
I'll
my
shake this hand.
lovely abode.
So smells like smoke in here.
No.
Have you been smoking?
I have.
Cigarettes or weed?
Both.
Cigarettes and weed?
Yeah.
This morning already?
Yeah.
All right.
With my senses already overloaded by smoke, I tried my best to get my bearings and have a look around the dwelling he's called home for 7 years, soon learning about Jeff's athletic past.
Did you play basketball as a kid?
I did. My mother made that.
Your mom made this for you?
Yes.
So this is you?
Yeah.
Wow.
And those are the colors of BKW, my old alma mater.
So you played ball in high school?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Were you a forward or what?
Yeah.
Were you good?
I was all right.
You got any tape up? Man, it's dusty over here too.
Yeah. Yep, the white glove test. Fuck.
Despite nearly a decade of dust covering his living room, the rest of Kuro's common areas were surprisingly domesticated. A semi-organized kitchen featuring a dwindling beer supply soon gave way to a semi-stocked fridge, which also featured water bottles filled from a nearby well. But it was the debauchery-filled dining area that truly caught my watery, smoke-affected eyes.
What's this, cigarette tobacco? You roll cigarettes?
Yeah.
All right, well, you'll show us a little later. You roll joints, too?
Yeah.
So you roll your joints and your cigarettes right here?
Yeah.
I wanted to know more about Jeff's table of vices, but first, I needed to explore the room where the always amorous Kuro makes magic happen.
Has a woman ever been in this bed with you?
Yes.
When?
I would say about a year ago.
What was the story? How did you meet her? How did you end up back here?
Just some bitch. A fucking dumb bitch.
Well, where did you meet her?
I met her. It's complicated.
But a year ago, she was in your bed. What happened that night?
Oh, I ate her out.
Drinking? Were you drinking first?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm laughing. It's funny to describe it just like that.
Yeah, well, you know.
So, what does she look like?
She's a liquor.
A what?
She's a liquor.
Oh.
But she's a bitch. I have the word cum face written on my phone. I'll show you. That's her. In case she calls, it shows up cum face. And so I know not to pick up the phone. End the conversation.
Clearly feeling forlorn after his love affair with Cuntface went askew, I decided to refocus my attention on what Jeff does have, a trailer full of inconsistency.
Smooth move, excellent.
At times, his home seems somewhat organized. His bedroom closet is full of neatly hung T-shirts. His bathroom shelves stocked with clean, well-folded hand towels. Yet at others, Kuro's living space shows like some sort of hungover homage to his lifestyle, with walls full of holes and fire code box-shaped abode. From the outside, some of Jeff's property appears well kept, while the rest is lined with objects that belong in a defunct, rusted-over museum of trailer park trinkets. Back inside, Jeff led me to a spare bedroom full of more memories, which helped conjure up his deep feelings of appreciation for Howard.
I'm very grateful to Howard. I know I don't show it all the time, but I really am grateful.
He's changed your life probably more than...
Look at that. Look at that hot piece of ass right there.
Show me.
Right here.
It says, to Jeff the Drunk.
Jennifer Nicole Lee. I got bitches from Miami sending me pictures of themselves half nude.
You view your life as wonderful, don't you?
Yeah, it is a wonderful life. I got a lot of good friends that help me out.
They mean a lot to you.
They do.
And the radio audience means a lot to you.
Yeah, it does. They do. Immensely.
In the midst of so much dust and clutter, I was shocked to learn that Jeff the Drunk actually cares about his cardiovascular fitness. So is this an exercise bike?
Yeah, my buddy Bruce picked it up for me at the dump.
Do you use it?
Once in a while.
Hop on, let's see how you exercise. Show me.
Well,
do you really use it or no?
I do, but I usually use it like in wearing shorts and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Kuro's exercise bike is a perfect metaphor for his life, as he oftentimes expends all of his daily energy without really getting anywhere. But as my tour labored on, I soon found out there's a lot more to Jeff than just smoke and dirty mirrors.
I thought of this poem like within one day, and I wrote it down and engraved it in this piece of wood, and I gave.
Now, if she were here,
she'd be happy for me. You know, that I'm doing this on my own. I don't get no help. Except, like from SSI, but...
With a rhyme scheme reminiscent of classic Ronald Mundesque prose, I was touched to learn about the softer side of Jeff, and I was eager to sit down at the kitchen table to try and get to the core of his smoke-filled existence.
Take your jacket off and sit your ass down.
All right, let's chat. So, you sit here every day and roll cigarettes?
I do.
Yet just as I was about to receive a demonstration in cigarette rolling technique, I was met with a regurgitated example of smoking's many ill effects.
What is this?
It's spit.
It's a container full of spit?
Yeah, I keep it next to my chair. I keep one here, too.
But why?
Because I don't want to get up just to spit.
But you don't chew or anything.
No, but I smoke and I cough and I spit. I have loogies that come up deep in this shit.
That is so disgusting. Can you move that, please?
Sure.
How do you... Thanks. When do you dump this?
Whenever it gets filled.
I mean... How old is the spit in there?
Probably like less than a week.
Oh, less than a week?
Yeah, I do it, I empty it out every week, weekly.
Hoping to put an unexpected phlegm sighting behind me, we returned to Jeff's nicotine expo.
Jeff, do you mind if I move this spit cut a little?
Move it.
It's very disgusting.
You can empty it if you like.
No, that's all right. So... talk me through this process. What are you doing right now?
I'm packing the tobacco in, and that seems to be nice consistency. And I put I call it a nipple. Put the hole on the nipple. Oh, well, that's a full cigarette. You gotta get an empty one. Voila.
That's it.
There's a cigarette.
Kuro informed me that he keeps on this pace in 3-pack increments, making sure he's always in ample supply. And this left me wondering, how does a jobless man afford such a costly habit?
How do you afford this?
With my SSI.
So SSI is enough to pay for your cigarettes, your alcohol, and your food?
I really don't drink a lot. Maybe about, if I'm lucky, I get a 20-pack.
How often?
For the month. Oh, every month.
A 20-pack for the month?
Yeah.
So you really don't drink like you used to?
I really can't afford it.
Is that the biggest thing, that you can't afford it? So it's not for your health.
Right.
It's that you can't afford it.
Exactly. If I could, I would drink every fucking day I could. So, it really, in the long run, this is the best, because all I was working for when I was working was to keep gas in my car, to keep insurance, and that's gonna be sky high now.
I couldn't help but think that this table is a microcosm of Kuro's life. His vices, his supplies, his satellite radio, all at his brown fingertips. Nearby, I spotted a picture of his parents, leaving me curious as to how Jeff's love affair with booze all began.
When did you start drinking?
I would think I'm trying to remember. My father had Black Label beer, I remember, in my old house. And me and my brother used to go in the fridge downstairs and get a few bottles of it and have a good time, you know.
How old were you then?
Probably about 12, 13 maybe.
The name Jeff the Drunk, was that a moniker that you were happy with?
Yeah, I was okay with that. Still am. Big deal. So I'm drunk. What are you gonna fucking do about it?
I really want to find out more about the accident that changed your life, and I guess your friend is gonna meet us to explain exactly what happened.
Yes.
So why don't we go hook up with him?
Okey-doke.
While I could have spent all day mulling around the trailer, I needed to backtrack to the turning point in Jeff's story, the top of the hill, where a liquored up 19-year-old Kuro first played passenger and eventually victim en route to a local party. We caught up with Jeff's friend Mike, who rode in the back seat during the horrific crash to get his version of a tale that went on to become Stern Show legend.
So then we wing out of here. We're going down.
This huge hill?
Yeah, this hill. We're going down probably.
How fast?
We hit the bottom. Cops said we were doing about 125 miles an hour.
What was Jeff like before the accident? What was he like in high school?
Active. Basketball, softball, baseball, played tennis. Outgoing.
So this is where it all developed, but why don't we go and see the actual site of the crash?
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
As we traveled down the steep tree-lined path to the site of Jeff's near demise, I couldn't help but note the symbolism in what ensued after Kuro spent a somewhat innocent afternoon drinking beer and playing horseshoes. What once began as a life full of promise soon went rapidly downhill into a ditch-like existence.
So, Mike, you come down the hill, and then what do you remember?
Well, we get to the bottom of the hill, and then the guy that was driving hits the gas, and then you just hear the motor like, whoop, whoop. So then we're going.
Accelerate.
Yeah, I don't know how fast. We were going fast. And then Jeff wanted to see how fast we were going.
Inquisitive.
And then my buddy there went to turn the dome light on, and when he looked back up, he's riding the side of the ditch here, cranking the wheel, and the car just wouldn't come back on the road. And then we ended up...
You went off right here?
Yep.
Right here, actually.
Right here, this ditch?
Yep.
It was at this point, Mike alleges, that the stunned, shell-shocked driver attempted to floor them out of the ditch, inadvertently striking a roadside concrete culvert, which, as local police officials estimated, sent the car flying 50 to 75 feet in the air, and a young Jeff Anthony Kuro crashing through the windshield.
And what do you remember?
I remember waking up in the hospital about a month and a half later.
So you don't remember going down here?
Squat, no.
And then what did you do, Mike?
All I remember is walking down the road here and a car coming up to me and saying, wait right here, we'll be back with an ambulance.
Soon after, emergency medical personnel arrived to find Jeff, as Mike recalls, knocking on heaven's door.
Tell me exactly what they told you.
That he passed away 3 times as we were bringing him down to Albany Med. And they brought him back.
Why do you think you survived?
I'm a tough motherfucker, I guess.
Does it make you angry?
Not really.
Does it make you sad?
Yeah, you know, a little. What's the word I'm looking for? Melancholy. I brought that up out of fucking nowhere.
What's the saddest part for you?
Just what might have been, but you know, there's no way in turning back. You know.
No idea that that would be the last car trip as Jeff Currow?
No. Didn't realize it.
Yeah, back then you're young and
Think
nothing's gonna, nothing's gonna bother you.
Yeah.
Until this.
Yeah, you think you're invulnerable. Invulnerable. You know what I mean?
As I attempted to digest Jeff's somewhat blasé attitude toward this climactic moment in his then young life, I implored him to turn toward the scene of the crash, hoping that he would finally decide to confront his past head on.
Who do you blame?
The driver.
Do you take any responsibility for what happened that night?
Oh, yeah, I was there. Just as much my fault as it was his, I guess.
The fallout from this real-life story of teenage tragedy left the typically talkative Currow unable to speak. And as Jeff was forced to learn new ways of communicating, one of his infamous signature moves was born.
What was that like watching Jeff have to learn how to...
Hard. After talking to him for all these years, then you go visit him and you gotta give him this chart and he's gotta, look at the letters, what he's trying to spell, and he couldn't talk. Like every time he wanted something to drink, he'd, all he could have was an ice cube.
That's where the came from, Howard.
For most, the events that transpired on that fateful evening would be a wake-up call. But for Jeff the Drunk, it merely lit the wick for a lifetime spent mixing alcohol and motor vehicles, resulting in multiple DUIs, accidents, and the eventual loss of his driver's license. Yet to this day, as I was about to learn, Currow remains largely indifferent to his reckless past.
If you had your license right now...
Yeah.
Would you drive drunk again?
I would. And I'm not saying that because, to be yucking it up for the camera or nothing, but if there's a party, and if I know about it, and I don't have a ride, which I never fucking do, I'm driving to that party. That's the way it is.
Despite permanently paralyzing his right arm in the accident, Jeff the Drunk got a second chance at life that he steadfastly refuses to embrace. If I was going to crack his beer-coated shell, I knew that I had to get to Currow's heart. So we traveled to the cemetery where his parents are buried, which ironically is just around the bend from the accident that finally sealed the fate of his driving privileges. Upon arrival, Jeff spoke about caring for his mom after her stroke.
What did you do for your mom?
Everything. Cooked her dinner. I brought her to therapy. Whenever, I would pick her up a sandwich at the corner deli. And, whenever she wanted one,
How often do you come to the cemetery?
Not too often, I must tell you. Well, I don't drive, but besides that, I can't find my way over here much.
With his beloved father also buried next to his mom, visits to their plot appear all too painful for Jeff. And as he labored uphill, I wanted to know what saying goodbye to the most important woman in his life was truly like.
You remember the day she died?
Yeah.
What happened?
She died of lung cancer in Albany, Med.
Did you get to say goodbye?
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. I was talking to her. Because they say when you can still hear people talking to you, even though you're not responding or nothing. And I said that her old boyfriend called the house, and her eyes opened. And I just started crying and said, that's it. I was like, Mom. And I just started crying, and then I left, and that was that.
When you look at her here, What do you think about?
I'm gonna be right there someday. I got my plot right there.
Speaking matter-of-factly about his own mortality, it was obvious that Kuro's apathy was simply a facade, yet another weapon he deploys to dull the pain. Still, I wondered if beneath all of this indifference, is he even aware of how fragile life truly is?
You've been so close, in many ways, to...
Yeah.
Do you think you'll be more at peace when you're there than you are now?
Probably. You know?
As the conversation inevitably turned back toward his mother, Jeff told me about the joy she got out of her son's affiliation with the Howard Stern Show.
Why do you think she liked it so much?
Just, she thought it was neat that I was on Howard. And like, whenever I get mad at Howard, I say, oh, fuck you, Howard, and hang up. She say, you be good to Howard.
Did she feel like Howard made you important?
Yeah, I would say.
Made you relevant?
Right.
Gave you an identity?
Yeah.
That maybe you otherwise wouldn't have had?
Right. Very much so.
Amid the somber undertones of the graveyard, I learned that Kuro grips tightly to his Jeff the Drunk nickname because of what it represents: salvation by way of the Stern Show. From this, I wanted to know if he feels that his radio role is somehow part of God's grand plan.
I believe that people with good intentions wrote a book called the Bible to keep everybody in fucking line. That's how it is.
You don't think God had a role in the fact that you survived?
No, boy. That's a touchy question. I guess. I don't know. How can I do that, though? How can I rightly say that?
Do you want your gravestone to say, Jeff the Drunk Kuro?
Yeah, but I don't think they'll do it.
They'll do whatever you want.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do that.
But that's how you'd like to be remembered.
Yeah, sure, why not?
After so much time spent waxing existential, the mood needed to be lightened, so we weaved our way through the woods, eventually stumbling upon Jeff's favorite hangout, the Shell Inn. From the parking lot, where a classic Kuro tumble once split his nose wide open, to its neighboring back roads, where he claims to have had many a one-night stand in his car, this roadside bar is certainly central to Jeff's pleasure center. Inside, we caught up with his longtime pal, Ed.
What do you think of this guy?
He's all right. He really is. Especially when he's sober.
Thank you, Ed.
How do you know he's sober?
Oh, you'll know when he's not.
Happy hour, like many of Jeff's days, usually starts off simple, with a beer and some one-arm pool. But soon, Kuro's magical recipe, 3 beers and a doobie by his estimation, eventually kicks in, and his Jeff the Drunk persona is soon to follow.
You gotta throw that in, bitch.
And as I sat down with a female friend from high school, I learned that Jeff had drinking buddies long before he ever entered a bar.
He just used to share drinks on the school bus.
So he used to drink on the school bus? And pass around what, beer or mixed drinks?
Hey now! Tell him secrets about me, Dad.
This is
Forget it,
great.
man.
No, this is great. Was he a ladies' man?
He tried to be.
He did, so he would try to pick up a lot of chicks. What would his line be?
I honestly don't remember, but something like, hey baby, come on, want to go with me, or something like that, you know.
But you were smart. You didn't.
I just smiled and said, you know, I might say, as a friend, I love you, but no thank you, you know.
With dusk as his backdrop, Jeff continued to lather his brain in Bud Heavies, and I decided that after a long day together, we should both blow off some steam with a little help from the Shell Inn's favorite stress reliever.
You want to watch this?
Nice.
$587. Come on.
Sandbagging.
587, Jeff. Come on.
You're sandbagging bitch.
587.
I ain't gonna beat that.
Yeah, you are.
What's my old one?
Act like this is the girl who calls your caller ID.
The cup face? The cup face.
Yes, can I help you? All right.
270.
All right.
What a cup face.
I was really starting to enjoy the vibe at this friendly roadside watering hole, and as Jeff stepped outside for a smoke, his buddy Ed told me a legendary tale from Jeff's past that occurred right where the arcade boxing game now stands.
Ed, quickly, before he comes back.
This is only what I've heard, so I don't know if it's true.
I think I've heard this too.
Yeah, there used to be a phone booth right over there. And Jeff, he likes to dial date or whatever, and I guess he's been in the phone booth.
You're telling me that the word around here is that Jeff used to masturbate in the phone booth right out in the lobby.
What's masturbating? He was jerking off.
At this point, I couldn't wait for Kuro's impending return, salivating at the chance to confront the guy who once gave a whole new meaning to the old phone company slogan, reach out and touch someone.
Lieberman, you motherfucker.
Hey, that must be you.
That's me, not you. I don't know why he's pointing at you. I'm Lieberman, but
I'm the motherfucker.
Ed, Jeff, Jeff.
And dig.
Jeff.
And dig. And dig.
Do you recall a phone booth here?
I recall a phone booth right there on the left.
And what would you go into that phone booth and do?
I am not speaking to you anymore. I refuse.
How many times did you, Ed's words, jerk off in the phone booth in this bar?
Once.
Once? You're trying to tell me that you only jerked off once, but how many phone calls did you make from there?
Once.
No, but how many phone calls did you make from in there?
Twice.
I'm supposed to believe that you made 2 calls from there.
3.
Nice. He's going in the right direction.
3 times 1,000?
4. Okay?
How would
That's
you...
it.
You weren't thinking of the other patrons in this bar, were you?
Well, they all
Just-
stayed away from the phone booth.
Yeah, they all knew what was up.
So-
My cock. Okay, I gotta get my beer.
There you have it.
While riding shotgun through the aftermath of a life forever changed by a single car accident, one thing became painfully evident. Jeff Anthony Kuro is not searching for a former clarity. Instead of wearing Jeff the Drunk as a crown of thorns, Kuro embraces the nickname, proudly donning it outwardly like some sort of boozy badge of honor. Whether it was destiny or random chance that sent Jeff flying through a windshield, eventually leaving him permanently affixed to a chair at his kitchen table, I truly believe that Kuro's ultimate fate still rests solely in his fully functional left hand. Yet, if he so chooses to sit idly by, wondering what might have been while engulfed by clouds of smoke, he'll always have his Jeff the Drunk moniker to stumble and fall back on, until one day, when he takes it with him to the grave. I'm John Lieberman.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. On Monday's wrap-up show, we talked about the Newly Weird game. We had all the contestants in. We had Sal and Ronnie and Benji, and we had a long discussion with Benji about whether he's ever going to get married. I say never. Here's how it went.
We had the Newly Weird game today where Ronnie defeated Benji and Sal, and we learned... I don't know what we learned about those couples.
I learned. I mean, the best thing I learned is that Stephanie says no to anything sexually, which I sort of guessed at, but now I know.
She says no?
I mean, she says yes.
Okay, I was
there's
like,
nothing.
whoa.
There's nothing she will say no to.
That's correct. Ronnie and Stephanie know each other really well. You can tell they've got a good relationship. They're listening to one another, and I was happy for them. Ronnie's going to come down later and take the accolades, but good job.
I also thought the money was sort of going to, I mean, a good place. She's a young girl who needs a car. And I sort of like when I heard she said she was putting a down payment on the car. I thought that sounded cool.
She was not splitting that money.
And why should she? You're ahead by a point. Why would you agree to split the money?
I agree. Wise move not to hedge your bet. We'll talk about.
But that was also part of the Elisa and Benji sort of babbling. It just like a stream. Instead of, I felt they were unaware we were doing a radio show. It was a sort of stream of consciousness. They're just sort of all over the place.
That happens sometimes when guests, I'm not going to put it just on Elisa. It happens to other people where they come in and they just talk and they don't realize that you kind of have to wait your turn until you say something. But yeah, they were almost oblivious to the fact that there was a radio show going on.
Well, they were the same way. They were on Fox and Friends yesterday, and they were the same way. They were like hugging and kissing each other while the whole bit's going on, and while they're not being focused on, they're looking to be the focus, I think.
They always want the attention.
Yes.
Do you think they're as into each other as they portray on the radio?
You know what? I don't know what to think and don't really need to waste any more of my energy thinking about it.
I don't know either. Anything involving Benji is just, I don't know.
I mean, Benji's phone going off, Gary, that's inexcusable during the game. You know better than that.
It's inexcusable the first time. It's. I don't even know what to call it the second and the third and the fourth time.
Well, I thought he was getting answers via his.
A few people had that.
I
theory.
started to ask him about it after the show, and I said, "Ben, you're going to ask you something." I go, "Nah, I don't want to." And he goes, "I know what you want to ask me. And I want to answer." And I go, "I don't really care." And he goes, "But I know what you want to know." I go, "I don't really care. I don't want to talk because I realize they didn't win, so I don't give a shit. I don't want to hear what he has to say about it."
Well, I asked Benji and Sal to come down, so hopefully we'll see them before our show ends. But it was a tough game. But the other thing was Howard was just off, and I don't know if it was Ronnie who threw him, if Benji and Elisa threw him off, but, yeah, it makes for a great bit because he's joking, he wants to end the game, but clearly everyone seemed to be getting a little bit annoyed in there, Gary.
Howard was off, and then you're dealing with three people who don't comprehend the questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what he was off, and he was clearly wrong in that first one, but then every question, it seemed like, what are you, woo? And maybe it wasn't clear to the audience too. Maybe I don't know, but when it gets to Benji, Benji just answered. It was so clear that one question, just fucking answer it.
Alex, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, I got a quick question, man. How the hell do you guys keep letting Benji and Alicia on these shows, man? Those two guys are just terrible on the radio together.
Benji, were you terrible on the radio today?
I didn't hear it, so you have to tell me how it sounded. But it's Elisa Jordana, not Alicia.
Benji, what was?
I love how, by the way, Benji always likes to put on the Elisa hat every time.
Well,
he wasn't wearing the hat.
That was a whole other weird thing. Benji, were you wearing a different hat this morning or no hat?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was wearing a different hat. So I happened to walk out and I saw them in a moment where I don't think Elisa looked like she was doing this for the camera, and she goes, "What about the other hat? The other hat?"
No, I told her I'd wear it. She loves it.
I know, but
for the game, yeah.
But the audience needs to know that Benji went from wearing a dark, nondescript hat to a neon blue hat with neon orange writing with Elisa's name on it.
Yeah, for today.
I understand what it's for.
Yeah,
but it's a very notice me move.
And on TV yesterday.
Okay. I mean,
even when Ted Williams wore that stupid thing that said TedWilliams.com, at least somebody was going to the website and maybe they were making money. I don't understand what wearing a hat with her name on it.
It was just a fun, sweet thing. We both enjoy it.
But what's so fun and sweet about it?
Okay, Elisa's her name, and we made the hat last year, and it's a fun.
Totally understand. I don't know.
Is there a Benji hat that she wears?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, it's a black with red.
What was with your phone?
I swear on my life, I don't know, and I swear on my.
Then why did you turn it off the first time?
I thought I was. I was real nervous, and I thought I was. I fucked up. I'm sorry.
I think it was the second time you didn't know.
I think it was the same alarm kept going off. I don't know what's going on. I apologize.
It's okay. It's not like you don't work in radio.
Did you feel like you guys were going to win the game?
I mean, during the game, I got excited at one point, but you never know with those things. So,
and did you feel any pressure to propose during that beginning there?
Yeah, just because I think people get, I love Elisa, and it's hard when you're put on the spot like that. I understand what people think, like, why don't you just get married? But they're like, Greg Fitzsimmons has a great routine. Like, as soon as you're dating someone, it's like, when are you getting married? When are you getting married? And it's like,
Well, how long have you guys been dating now?
A year.
And do you think it's strange that people ask, why are you going to get... You brought up marriage a couple times, actually.
It's you know what? For one thing, it's a very natural question to ask. I don't think it's strange to bring it up, but I also don't think it's strange not to get engaged after a year.
I have a prediction, and I don't mean this in a bad way. I don't think not only will you never marry her, I don't think you'll ever marry.
If I don't marry Elisa, I probably won't get married.
I don't think you'll marry her.
I want to. We'll see. We'll see if it develops that way. I would be happy to be married to her right now.
But you won't.
What do you mean?
So marry her.
All right, I'll marry her.
No, but I'm saying, if you'd be happy to be married to her now, then why aren't you?
Yeah, what's keeping you?
It's a scary step. It's a little scary.
Right. He's never going to marry her, and he's never going to get married.
It'll always be a scary
If I don't
step.
marry Lisa, I'll never get married.
He'll be one of those, like, 7-year-old dudes with a cane that finally gets married.
Yeah.
Now we've got all the contestants here, actually, for the Newly Weird game. Ronnie, congratulations on your victory.
Thank you. Thank you.
And did you think about splitting that prize when you were up, or were you just going to go for it no matter what?
No, I was going for it. Stephanie, she wavered a little bit. She was going to she was the one who was thinking about splitting, but not me.
And you're giving her all the money.
She's getting a new car.
It's all her money.
It's all going down on the new car.
Were you upset that she didn't split it with you guys?
Not. It's a strategic move. I was even wondering if we should do it, but it was. I wasn't upset. Like I wish she had at this point, but no, I wasn't upset.
Sal, you said you had the right answers, but to the wrong questions. What did you mean by that?
I don't even know myself.
He had the right answers to the wrong girl.
Now, I could feel you getting frustrated because you were answering things that you knew about each other.
I would say I had actually the right answers to the right questions, but there's so much in my life when you're married for 20 years, the variety is so high. The longer you go on, the margins increase for things that you don't like about each other.
I thought the possibilities. That's interesting. Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened when he said to her, "What grosses her out about me?" I mean, where do I start and where do I end?
She's got 20 years of shit.
Exactly. I mean, I can just look to my right the wrong way and it would piss her off. So I wanted to pinpoint on the thing that she really nags me about, like blowing my nose. And but it was toenails. I'm like, oh, well, it is toenails too. There's a lot of stuff. So
two of your answers really stood out to me. One was that you think you look like Lorenzo Lamas.
Yeah, that's great.
Where did that come from?
When I was younger, my Aunt Anna always said I
How
looked like,
young?
About 10 to 11.
Was that when you were stealing her underwear?
No.
Was she the relative you wanted to say? Or?
No.
We'll get there. Hold on.
Sorry.
So do you feel like you look like him, or are you used to?
No, I don't. But I was very happy that she said that. I mean, and that always stuck in my head. I've never been compared to a celebrity ever.
Well, apparently your wife thinks you look like Ray Romano.
Yeah. Well, I'm not too pleased about that one either.
Well, he's a bad-looking guy.
Yeah, he's all right, but I don't know. He kind of looks like Ernie with HIV or something.
But when Christine said it this morning, that wasn't the first time you heard that, right?
The Ray Romano, no, but I think she's brought that up in the past again. I probably I didn't hear her say it.
You don't listen.
But I thought that, right, when Lorenzo Lamas came up, I thought she would pick Lorenzo Lamas because my aunt said that about me, and I've brought that up in the past.
All right, the other question...
Dude, it's better than Wild Bill Hickok.
Which Benji touched on was... Who would you have sex with? Somebody you both know, and you said, do relatives count?
Right, not my relative.
What relative were you thinking of?
Well, there's a big variety out there.
Does she have a sister?
Yeah, she does.
So you want to do the sister thing?
Who's hitting that bell?
He's talked about that before. You don't remember him talking about banging the sister?
No, I wouldn't say I wanted to bang her, but
wanting to bang her.
Yeah,
I mean, you said, did you ever talk to you about banging the sister?
No, wanting to bang her.
When I was dating my wife, my sister-in-law would always say, "You picked the wrong one."
How close are they in age?
They're off by about 4 years.
Is she aware of your feelings for her?
I've brought it up. I said to her one time,
How did you bring it up?
my son's communion, I got pretty hammered.
Oh, God.
And
so I said, let's have a heart-to-heart here.
Oh, my
Straight
God.
up.
Wait, in front of everybody or just you two?
Me, her, and her boyfriend.
In the coat check room.
So in front of her boyfriend, you
I said, let's
what?
have a heart-to-heart. I go, straight up. I go, here's the deal. I go, I'm just curious.
Wow.
I go, would you ever bang me? And she said, I like you and everything like that, but no, I wouldn't. Obviously, because, you know, I said, but hypothetically, forget about the sister and everything else. Just me. She goes, I like your personality, but she goes, you're not my type of guy. You know, you're not handy. You're uncoordinated. You know, she likes like a real blue collar dude. I mean, she's dating a guy in construction. You know, a guy who comes to a wedding with construction boots on and you know, soot all over his jeans. That turns her on. So I was just curious if she was not banging me, but I was just curious if I was her type. And, you know,
did Christine's mom respond better? Or?
Christine's mom is great. I mean, Christine's mom is so loose and fun. When I painted my dick as Gene Simmons, I texted it to her mom, and she showed all the bus drivers at school.
Did you ever think that? Did you?
She's great.
Did you?
Her whole family's great.
Kidding aside, did you ever think like, man, maybe I got the wrong sister? Like, you know, maybe.
No, I didn't. No. I know I got the right girl.
What would you have done if she said, "Yeah, you know what? I probably would date you."
That would be nice. I was just like, wow, you know, it's a little notch in the belt, so to speak. You know, that's basically it. A little medal to carry around. Like, hey, you know, your sister.
And while you're having this heart to heart, the boyfriend's standing right there. What does he do?
He's got his arms crossed and he's kind of looking at me a little strange, but. You know, when you get really wasted, people kind of have a tendency to forgive you a little bit. You know, like I've said some crazy things drunk, and I've noticed that I've gotten away with a good majority of it. Sometimes I haven't. In this case, I did. So it wasn't so forward. I don't think it was. It was just like, hey, would you with me? You know, I mean, do you find me attractive? And that was it. And the whole family's joked around about, like, you know, you married the wrong girl and stuff like that.
One last question before we got to take a break. Did you learn anything from Christine that you didn't know today? Like, were any of her answers really surprising to you?
Not really. Again, you know, there's so much to pull from when it comes to us, so I wasn't surprised. But, man, the nose, blowing the nose. You know, after you have a hot meal at the dinner table and we're done eating, I just, like, sometimes I'll blow my nose, and that drives her crazy. So the toenails, I don't know.
I expected better things out of you guys. I really thought you guys were the winners.
Yeah.
Before you walked in, I thought it was a slam dunk. I thought you guys, because I figured who knows what annoys each other more than you two.
Yeah, there's a lot there, though.
Ronnie, you were telling me before that you would have done better if Howard did a better job hosting because he messed up that question.
No, I just said the one question I didn't understand, and I would have got it right for sure. So, no big deal. We won.
If you didn't win, would you have blamed Howard?
Nah, no. I went in with the attitude, whatever happens, happens, and that's it.
Did you prep with Stephanie at all?
No, not really. We don't have to do we talk so much all the time, you know. Nobody believes the age difference or whatever.
It's hard to believe.
We have nothing in common, but we have a lot in common, obviously.
I would have thought, I will tell you that Benji got a couple of ones that I was surprised about. Like, one of the ones I was surprised was that the thing she wants to change about him most is she wants him to get fatter. And I really would have thought they were cheating if she thought he looked like Bradley Cooper. That's what I would have gone. That's your fucking cheating.
Did you guys prep?
But we like fun. Like, we kind of like, oh, do you think this will come up? Do you think that will come up? That kind of thing.
we did that also. It's like, you think Howard's going to ask you how long my dick is or something like that, you know.
And what did you decide on?
We decided 6 inches.
Tony in Arkansas, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, I'm convinced that Benji's found himself in a fatal attraction kind of situation. He's scared shitless and don't know how to get out of it.
I know how to get out of it. I love her.
Blink twice.
Yeah, every time he mentions the lead's name, he automatically jumps to, she's the one, I love her. You know,
well, I don't like, it's like when people you know, imply that because we're not getting married immediately that I don't.
But you say
is he still there?
No, but you say that you're almost engaged. Like, what's stopping you from doing that?
I would like us to take a little bit more time.
Is she telling you the clock's ticking and you got to do this?
Nah, not really. I mean, like on the air, yeah, it comes up, but not like on a daily basis at home.
Here's a really legitimate question. If she said to you in 2 months, Benji, you know, I'm a young girl, but I can't spend my life waiting around for you. If in 2 months you need to make a decision that we're going to get married or I'm moving on, how would you deal with the ultimatum? Many guys have.
I don't know. I think the ultimatum will come like in a couple months, probably.
So you must be thinking about it.
I'm thinking about it. We'll see. I don't want it to come through an ultimatum, and I don't think it will.
It always does.
You got to get back that hat.
I told my friend, I will tell you right now, I told my friend the way to not get engaged is to go, all right, here's the fucking ring, which is about how it went for somebody.
Yeah. My wife went out and bought the ring. She bought it.
How long were you dating?
4 years, and she went out and she bought the ring.
And what'd you say?
I took it and I said, all right, let's roll.
What about getting in a ring and not getting married?
Yeah. What's that? Oh,
what about getting in a ring and not getting married?
Yeah.
You know.
How will this affect your relationships, you guys, this game today? Positively, negatively? I know Ronnie got $5,000, so that's pretty positive.
No, Stephanie got $5,000.
Well,
I will not see one penny of it. And I'm serious.
Does that bother you?
No, not at all. That was going in. I said, we win. That's your down payment for your car.
So Scott, the engineer, went out to Cleveland. He said to Artie, "What's the matter, you fucking guys? Why don't you put me on stage? I want to make some money, too."
What was the inspiration? I mean, when did he look at your group and say, I should be doing
First
that?
of all, I heard this through Levy or somebody. He didn't say anything to me, and I said, well, all right, and to be honest, this is only done as a bit for this show.
But did it seem like a bad idea when you were in Cleveland? You're doing your live stand-up, which is, it's a hard thing to do.
Yeah, well, we figured out a way to do it where it wouldn't be that intrusive on the show. We figured we'd do it at the very last thing we did of the night, so that you see the whole show. I did my whole set. I did like about 45 minutes, which is a little longer than I even thought I would do. And so they got sort of the show, and we looked at this as like a bonus. And really, we were like, if you want to leave, But they got into it, and we brought Scott out, and you'll hear what happened.
Well, in your opinion, how did it go?
I think it went great because they loved hating him. They were entertained by it.
So they got something out of it.
Yeah.
All right. Not only do I have his live...
How did Scott do? I mean, is Scott okay?
Does he want to do it again?
I don't know. That we didn't discuss.
All right, here is Scott, the engineer, being introduced by Artie and then eventually coming out on stage.
All right.
And his first stand-up gig ever, which is difficult.
Especially when you've never done anything.
Right. Scott, how do you...
to make this your first stand-up gig.
Out of all the guys here who I think would never be able to get up and do anything on a stage would be Scott.
Yeah.
But yet you did it. I mean, you went out there.
I did. I said it to everybody I would do it, and I did it. It was very nerve-wracking. I mean, it's not easy.
And you got to wait for all those other guys
I was
to
last.
come on.
I was pacing backstage for 2 hours and drinking. And
I even have tape of you backstage.
You'll hear that. And
he was mic'd and he was rehearsing by himself.
Oh.
Well, I'll play that last. Here is Scott's comedy
just let me,
routine.
which Artie didn't point out, the crowd was brutal.
Well, you sound like a comic now.
No, they were
always have
you know what?
excuses.
Halfway through the show, I knew what I was going to get because they were booing everybody. It didn't matter who you were. They didn't care. They were screaming and yelling, and they were booing everyone. So I knew what to expect.
They were a crazy crowd. People got booed nearly off the stage.
Wow.
All right, let's hear what happened. Here he is, Scott the engineer.
All right, guys. As you know, if you listen to the show, we got a special treat for you tonight.
They've been booing that.
They're booing the special treat.
Yeah.
We have something really nice for you now. Boo.
There we go.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's a crazy
My crowd
crowd.
awaits.
Oh, gee, I was going to give you all a new car, but fuck you.
Oh, my
This
goodness.
guy is even funnier than Richard.
Now, why do you say that, Artie?
You see, that
This
was,
guy's a good.
Did you have any professional comedians with you besides yourself?
well, Richard got booed off the stage.
Richard already got booed off the stage.
Yeah, that was
here's
it.
Richard getting booed off the stage, by the way.
He again, they were ornery, man. They were ornery.
I mean,
but besides you, did you bring any professional?
Levy was there.
Levy was there.
And Mike
Okay.
Morse.
And Florence.
Mike Morse was there, and Mike Morse got booed off the stage.
Florentine, they gave him a hard time.
Florentine got through
Yeah.
a lot of his set, but then they started giving him a hard time.
But hey, in my defense, I didn't get booed off the stage. I got booed on the stage. I ended up doing an extra 5 minutes just like
Which
fucking
you
around.
can't do, though.
Let me hear you.
can't
This
do
is
that.
Richard now getting booed off the stage, and we'll get back to Scott in a minute.
My ass feels great. Thank you for asking. You know, there's a lot of assholes on TV, but mine's the brightest. Did anybody see my asshole? It looks a lot better than my face.
Oh my God. Aren't you supposed to just keep going with your act rather than asking?
Well, I did, but I didn't put any of that in. I just put like the booing, the worst parts in.
All right.
The loudest cheer I got was when I drank my beer, and they cheered for me chugging.
I know this never fails. As bad as my jokes suck, I can hold up a beer and you guys will fucking cheer. Man, you guys are rowdy, huh?
Hey, vey.
That was my favorite.
I didn't want to be accused of leaving early and not doing my set, so I did about 15 minutes.
I hear, I've heard of observational comedy before, but this is crazy.
He's observing the audience.
You guys are
I even let him yell.
There's a man in the front row with greasy hair.
I have a question for Richard. Have you started your routine yet?
Yeah.
He was in the
middle. They were good.
This isn't just preamble. This is the actual start of the routine.
Oh yeah, Artie pointed out what I did wrong.
Is the middle of the routine.
One of the things I did.
thought this was like hi, how you doing? You look like a great
He went
crowd.
out, and they got a big a cheer. They love him, and then he started the jokes and
rambling.
Well, he was doing okay, but
they love the Stern references. I did a couple of that, and then I went into
broke a cardinal rule with.
No, you're not understanding Fred's question. He wants to know: is this the front of the act?
Because if it is, this is a bad start.
No, this is the middle of it.
This is the middle.
Okay.
This is the middle.
He told a joke that had like a 2-minute setup. They're not going to listen to that.
Yeah,
they're not, and they got bored in during the setup.
I don't know. I really love the line where he goes, "You guys are rowdy." I like it. I think you're being way too hard on it.
But he should have something to go along with that.
Did you write that yourself? You guys are rowdy.
Oh, that was right off the top of my head.
You guys
I
are
was going to
rowdy.
say, Howard, I thought he was improving.
You're
he
right,
just goes out there and he improv.
You're regular Don Rickles.
You guys are sitting in seats.
No, I only took the parts out of my act where I improv.
It's sure dark in that audience, and the lights are up here.
Well, hey, either way, I'm going to be up here for a while.
You guys are booing me.
Wow, you're applauding and booing at the same time.
We're in Cleveland.
There's no rhyme or reason to these crowds because that's why I don't feel bad about this because I did the exact same material, as bad as it may be. I did it in Tampa. It worked. The crowd loved it. I did it at New Year's in Philly with Artie last year.
Okay, I'm listening.
Hey, I have an itch. Should I scratch
it? Thank you so much. How are we doing out there? You guys sound wild.
Oh, my God.
All right.
This is some act you've got going.
This is some act.
This is only part of it.
All right,
I took the parts where I was getting booed. That's what all this is. I didn't put any of my real act in there because you can't. I don't want to air my real. Yeah, I don't want to burn
some
out
of your act. You sound.
It sounds out. It's all out of context, and you sound terrible.
Well, because I don't want to if you air your act, then you can never do it again.
If you think he sounds terrible, wait till you hear me.
Honestly, I heard some of you. I think you're better than him.
Me too.
Well, I put in my worst stuff. I mean, you got to.
Why would you do that, Richard?
Because Gary wanted the booze.
He doesn't want anybody to hear his act because he doesn't want to write new material.
But everything was getting booed, though.
Dies to get their comedy played on the radio, except
well,
you.
This is a tough room. Not only could I not do it again, but you guys would rip it apart.
All right, here is Scott the engineer. We're going back to his tape now, on stage in Cleveland.
But anyway, so that's what that reference was about Richard.
Right.
So
I make a little extra money, and after expenses, I think he's going to lose $80. Please, here's what I'm going to do. Just do me a favor. Do this dying fat guy a favor. Give him a shot. He's going to come out. He's going to do a few jokes, talk to you, and then I'm going to come back out, and like we promised on the air, I'm going to field a couple of questions from you guys, and you can say whatever you want, and I'll ask Scott, and then we'll end this shindig and go get fucking drunk and laid.
Nice,
so
big build-up.
without any further ado, Cleveland, please welcome the one and only black-clouded man, Scott the Engineer Salem. Come
I'm exhausted just from hearing Artie's intro.
I know. It just sounds like a bunch of people yelling.
It was. Artie, is it normal for you to have to beg the audience not to boo the following comedian?
Please give this this guy a chance.
I was going to bring him right up, but then I was like, I should probably say something to try to, but I don't know.
Try to smooth the way a little bit.
Didn't help. Pat, you're on the air in Baltimore.
Hey, now, Howard, how you doing?
All right.
I wouldn't have expected the Scott the Engineer segment to go any other way, but that crowd was brutal.
Oh, you were there?
Yeah, Jim Florentine, even at the end of his set, it was funny. He's like, "Thank you very much. Fuck off."
Fuck off.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Goodness.
The booing already.
This is his intro.
Come on! Fucking Artie Lang, right? Oh, you want to get a picture? Thank you. Oh, good. That reminds me, I got this is a true story. We get off the plane today, me and Artie, and we're walking through the airport, and a guy comes up to us, and he goes, "Hey, guy, how you doing?" He recognized us. He goes, "Can I get a picture?" And we go, "Fine. Take a picture." The guy turns to me, hands me the camera, and goes, "Do you mind?" Oh, fuck him. What, do I look like a photographer? That's good material. Come on.
It's a true story.
Shit. I like that line.
That was good.
Fuck him. You didn't do so bad there.
No. I got no fucking respect.
I got no respect. I got no fucking respect. You're like the new Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah. There you go.
He used to say, "I get no respect."
Right.
Scott told me, I think I'm going to be like a come out, my thing is going to be that I don't ever get any respect. And I was like, I think that was taken.
No, fucking respect. I mean, I added a twist to that act.
There you go.
We have a band on the show called The Losers. And the reason it's called The Losers is because it was named after me. I'm the head loser. Now, the total disrespect is I got kicked out of the fucking band. Come on. I'm the head loser and I get kicked out? What kind of bullshit is that? Go Cavaliers! Yeah, Cleveland, let's go!
Jeez.
What did they tell you to yell out? You love Cleveland?
Yeah, Cleveland shit, and I fell into the novice comedian act of reacting to the crowd. I should have just barreled on
because you were doing all right.
But I was the first time I've ever done this, and
I loved how he waited for a laugh. That was great.
Thank you. I'm portrayed as the sad sack of the show, the fucking loser. But I just want to say something, My wife doesn't have an emotional friend. That's for sure. Right? I don't have.
Oh boy, you're an engineer. What are you doing?
It was a goof.
All right.
I mean,
okay.
I didn't. First of all, I didn't expect to do comedy. The whole thing was, I'll go on and do Q&A.
All right, let me hear the rest of your act.
You don't want to. I don't have monkey teeth and sewer breath. Both. How you doing? Hi, both. Unlike the man that brought me here tonight, Bob Levy, I live upstairs in my house, and and the only thing I put blue cheese on is my chicken wings. Yeah! I don't feel bad. You booed all the best, so I don't give a shit if you boo me anyway. And I didn't lose a multi-million-dollar house, a wife, 3 kids, and Java the dog in a divorce, so what the fuck?
He better yell out Cavaliers.
Yeah. What other teams do they have?
I'd like to thank Bob Levy and for helping me out with
Indians
that material.
are good because they're really good now.
You lost your house, the first marriage.
No.
You
They didn't have a house.
We had a house.
He said
you just bought one.
We split it.
He said multi-million-dollar.
Yeah, notice
You
you're not
didn't
living
keep it.
No, but I didn't give it away.
He got half the proceeds.
I got
too.
half the house.
I got half. Kind of.
Sort of.
Yeah.
It depends on how you're
Yeah,
splitting
okay.
things up.
All right.
It's not like you're some winner.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are witness to my comic debut. How am I doing?
He's looking for reviews after that.
Hey, what the fuck?
Dominic, you're on the air.
Oh,
Hey, it's R2D2.
Beep, 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 beep.
Dominic calls in and ruins the show every time. You can't understand him. His
Worse
phone
than me.
doesn't work. Listen to this. Listen to him trying, and he's trying so hard to get.
I know, he's still talking. Doesn't even know we can't hear him.
I don't know. Barbie, you're on the air.
I was at the concert, and it wasn't the comedian's fault. It was Cleveland, and I'm in total embarrassed. You guys were great. I was sitting in the...
I don't know. I'm listening to Scott. I don't know that
Scott's
it was Cleveland.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
No. You couldn't hear him. You couldn't hear him because the booing was so loud.
It's not a good sign. Listen, a comedian has to wrestle the audience. And
That's
get
part
them,
of the job.
Get them under
Yeah.
control.
You couldn't hear him. I was sitting in the first row. I could read their lips.
Why do people go to a show and then boo the whole time?
Yeah, they paid a lot of money.
We were embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to tell you. That's why I'm calling. It is not the comedian.
Wow.
I'm from the east side of Cleveland. We're different. We're very, very different from the west side. And Artie was phenomenal.
Was this over on the west side?
Scott, why don't you do like more of like a physical comedian act? Like, why not like get props and like smash watermelons?
You mean like Gallagher?
Yeah, like steal his act.
I was supposed to come out.
Don't steal Rodney's.
Well,
Rodney was one of the greats.
I was supposed to come out dancing.
Why don't you hang yourself?
I was supposed to come out dancing, but
that would have been good.
Like me, the sound guy fucked up the CD. He didn't play it.
Oh.
I was waiting backstage. Artie introduced me, and I'm like ready to dance.
That was a tribute to you.
There's no music.
That would have been funny if you
Yeah,
danced.
but also he could have walked out the thunder and lightning with a black cloud over
I
his
had
head.
a rap song that I was going to come out and dance to.
Oh, that would have been good.
It's actually number 4 or 5. It's called
Well,
Flow.
let me see you dance here.
No, I need to give him the music.
Well, let me take a look at this. I want to see. Well, like instead of Carrot Top, you could be Bald Top, and
There
you
you
could
go.
just take stuff out of a suitcase. Where's your song?
It's on the top 5 page. It's,
Oh, I can't go to that
okay.
because I'm queued up on this thing.
Hold on. So yeah, it fucked up, so I just went out. So.
You got the top 5 page, Fred?
What song is that,
It's
Scott?
it's called Low.
Low?
It's number 4.
Oh,
I
okay,
think.
gotcha. Here we go.
Let me see what you would have done. Let's see.
I was just gonna.
That's dancing?
Hey,
I was
that's
just gonna
great.
dance. Yeah, well, whatever it is.
Hey, sit down.
Yeah.
He looks like he's having an attack.
You know
I
what?
was just gonna-
You want my advice? I don't know anything about this, but don't go out dancing.
That would have been really funny. Come on. I fucking love Cleveland. I love Cleveland. It's fucking great. I've been. What? I'm a fat fuck? You're right. I'm a fat fuck. A what? My son band sucks. That's right.
You can't start
I agree with
talking to
everything you
people.
say.
That's the
and I'm a
mistake I
fucking
made.
asshole too. You know, I wanted to dispel some rumors about Howard. Everybody said he doesn't take care of his staff, but that's not true. A few years ago, I went to Howard. I was desperate. I needed some money.
Yeah.
Push-ups. Let me finish, all right? A few years ago, I went to Howard. I needed some money, and within 24 hours, he came up with this great fucking idea. Get fucked in the ass by Lexington Steel. Come on, fuck me in the ass.
Man, this is called losing a crowd.
Public humiliation, anal abuse, and 12 solid inches.
JD likes your
Push-ups.
act.
I love
Wants
it.
to see push-ups. Yeah, push-ups.
Oh my God.
Oh, geez.
Scott,
Train wreck.
stay home. You're not going to do this again, are you?
No.
No, it's
No,
over, right?
yeah.
It's out of your system. There's got to be another way to
It
make
was
money.
never in my system. I never wanted to do comedy.
Yeah,
but
but
wait
you
a
want to
minute.
make money.
You wanted to just go along with them and have them give you money.
Right.
No.
Hey, just give me money. I don't even want to go.
That's what
No, I
Artie.
think he wanted to get out of the house, too.
Artie, would you now just pay Scott not to go?
No, because I knew what he sort of was going to go through, and I my whole thing the whole weekend was, look, Scott, because he looked stressed. I said, why do you care,
was,
man?
yeah. I mean,
You're not a guy who's like, got his whole life on the line with comedy. You didn't do it for a long time, and this is your big shot. You're an engineer. Look at this as a complete goof. You got a trip out of it, and we're making. You're going to make some money, but
was a
he.
goof.
Yeah,
but
but he
you
was
were
really
stressing out.
He
I
was
did-
stressing
I did
out.
Yeah,
stress
because Artie, he's not looking at it that way at all. He wants to do it again. He's looking at another
Would you take
money
him with
source.
you? Would you take him to another gig,
My
Artie?
suggestion would be
No.
not to do it again. No, the novelty is over.
Really?
Yeah. It's just like
You don't think he could hone an act?
No.
because even as much as we built this up on the air, when I announced it, they hated it.
First of all,
Right.
You would think, okay, now the big thing.
Oh,
we
yeah, we're
talked
gonna
about
see
this
it.
on the air.
Yeah.
They're like, oh
Here's
no.
the deal.
we
Let
don't-
me explain to you what's going on.
First of
There's a
all-
part of Scott that lives inside of him
Not really.
A very small part that dreamt that he would be great. And this is why Scott is so perfect on the show. This is why he has a black cloud over his head. If he didn't have that dream, if he was realistic, if he understood.
Of course, he would have been he wouldn't have been stressed.
He might have had a good time.
Yeah.
No, this is.
But no, somewhere in that demented head of his, he thought he was going to go out there.
This could be it.
And this could be it. And that's what's so brilliant about this.
No.
The fact that you think that you could go out there and win that crowd over.
The thing that I was worried about, I didn't care about the crowd. The thing that I was worried about the most, believe it or not, was remembering and memorizing this shitty material
But who
that I had.
cares? You're never going to do
Well,
it again.
I know,
it's not your job.
but I didn't just want to go out blank-headed.
All right, let's finish this tape.
Yes, please.
You know I can't do fucking push-ups. You saw that on the show. You know,
yeah, ladies and gentlemen, push-ups are a very difficult exercise. I'm here tonight to defend myself in any way possible. When I was asked to do push-ups, Howard cheated because I did the push-ups, and he said I didn't. Any other things you want to hear about? Or is that it for my comedy?
You know what else is great about this whole thing? An aspect I never really thought of till the other day after we got back. Wasn't there something that happened years ago at K-Rock where Scott said something on the air that Mel Karmazin didn't like he offended Mel somehow?
Wait, I would never offend Mel Karmazin. Mr. Mel Karmazin never.
Right, well, whatever. Mel misconstrued it or something, and maybe he was a little bit mad at Scott.
It's a great man.
So there's that little history there. This show that we do 1 million shows on the road.
Oh, God.
Mel's son was at.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
He was backstage.
Mel's son was a real nice guy. Came backstage with his girlfriend. He said hi, and hey, I live out by this part of, I'm a Midwesterner now, and I came to see the show to support you, and this is the one.
Yeah.
This is Scott get fucking booed like the most such guttural hatred.
Wait a second. I wanna finish my comedy act, if you don't mind. I'd like to talk some more about push-ups, if you don't mind.
Oh God.
Push-ups. I mean, you're like a fish flopping. Wow. Like just got caught on a hook and
I
you're
agree.
flopping. I mean, this is.
The problem also was I drank. I was backstage so long. I think I drank a little too much waiting to get on.
Let me hear some more of your act.
It was the beer talking.
Yeah.
Did Beth's brother make it to the show?
Yeah. I met Beth's brother. I had only met Doug, not Dave.
Right.
Really nice guy.
One of the questions I'm sure we'll get tonight is, what is Howard really like off the air? How the fuck do I know? He doesn't give me the time of day after the show.
That's good.
If there was a party and there were 2 invitations left, I would be, and 3 people being considered, me, Daniel Carver, and Don Imus. Who would win? Not me.
Well, you might win.
Fuck all of them. Do I give a shit? You know, I used to love Cleveland until I saw this fucking crowd.
Here comes the line of the
What the fuck is
night.
wrong with these people, right? What the fuck is going on here? They don't appreciate a good show. But wait, I got something for you. Hold on. Hey, if you laugh, I got some T-shirts. Who wants a T-shirt? Come on. Hey, here you go. Wait a minute. Come on. Hold on.
Would anybody appreciate a T-shirt?
If you laugh, I'll give you a T-shirt.
I was bribing the crowd with a Howard TV shirt.
Is that the biggest line of the show? How about a T-shirt?
No. Wait,
Scott-
the
Scott-
biggest line's coming up.
All right, let him go.
I think. Hey,
according to JD.
who wants a T-shirt over here? Come on, you got to laugh, all right? Yeah. That was a Howard TV shirts. They're very rare. I don't even have one. You know,
I recognize that guy yelling in the background. I think that's Craig Karmazin.
He's saying I want my money back.
At a young age, my parents told me I had a black cloud over me. You know, and I'm not going to deny that terrible things have happened to me.
You know, Mel loves that son so much. You know, and I can just imagine the call.
Hi, Dad. I was at Scott the Engineer's show last night.
How'd that go, my boy? You know I love you more than anything. I'll do anything for you.
You really should fire Scott. He really is a loser.
Yes, Ralph, go ahead.
Scott, you are a giant loser. But Scott, how much did they pay you for that? Like 10 grand?
Yeah, right.
How
10
much?
grand.
Honestly,
What are you kidding me?
how much did you get paid?
I'm not going to,
What did you get paid?
Well, Levy offered me $500. It was a little more than that. So
$500.
Artie was very generous. Let me just say that. Artie took care of me, and he was very generous.
Did he give you $1,000?
Yeah.
I mean, that's enough to expose yourself to that embarrassment?
I was having a great time. I didn't give a
Scott,
shit.
do you for some reason not want to say what it really is?
What?
What was it?
The amount?
I don't know if you're cool with it.
I'm cool with it. Go ahead.
I'm trying to avoid the IRS.
What is it?
It was $2,500.
Oh.
That's nice.
That's more than I got.
Plus expenses.
Right.
If he had bent over,
expensive.
it could have had a few more zeros.
All right, I might take that.
Expensive.
That might be worth it. Dominic, go ahead. You're on the air.
What?
Here he goes again.
Lost him again.
What? What are you doing?
What Scott should do is put plastic around him and let the audience throw tomatoes or fruit.
That's
so
funny.
They can express themselves. Not like
That'd be funny if that'd be a good act.
Yeah.
You come out wrapped in plastic. Try this. Artie, take him out one more time.
No, I'm
Or
not
in
doing
a
that. I'm not doing
plexiglass
that.
thing.
You know what Levy wanted to do? Want to put me in a dunk tank.
No, Dominic's right. If the audience could express themselves, but nothing harsh, like not bottles or anything.
everybody has to have tomatoes or something like that. It's the Gallagher.
Oh my God, what a mess.
Gallagher in reverse. I like it.
How about every audience member before the show gets to piss in a dunk tank, and then that's the dunk tank.
No. Hand out the tomatoes. He will be the most popular person, and they will express themselves.
Yeah, you know, like they say, the first couple of rows should wear protective clothing. Only the person on stage needs protective
This guy comes
clothing.
out like in a big, armored suit. They come out in a suit of armor and let people throw tomatoes and baseballs and shit at you.
Just tomatoes
I'd go see that and do your act.
and balloons.
And try to tell jokes while that's happening.
Like this audience, you suck. Who here has the perfect life? I even got caught cheating on my wife. And you know where I got caught cheating? Anybody know? Right here in fucking Cleveland. Yeah! That's why I love Cleveland. Yeah, right. But you know, some good things have happened to me. I work for the best fucking radio show ever. Come on!
They don't even like the radio show anymore.
You turn them off to that.
I've slept with 2 women at the same time. How many fucking faggot guys can say that? Come on.
I will say this, your comedy's coming from a very real place. Loserville.
I used to be a swinger. Wait, one more line. I used to be a swinger. What, am I dying out here?
You don't know?
I used to be a swinger. And
Wait. Guys.
Artie came to rescue me.
Thank you. That's right. But guys, you got to look at the big picture. As fucking awful as this is now, Monday morning when we're playing every second of it, it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah!
See how quiet they are when Artie talks? Like he talks, everybody quiets down.
He gets respect.
Yeah.
They were like it reminded me of a wrestling match in the 80s, and he's the bad guy. He's like George Animal Steel walking out on stage.
Is it really that bad?
Yeah.
See, I got him to applaud. Come on, give me a break. This is my debut. Give me a break. So I work for the best radio show ever.
Oh, he's picking up.
I used to be a swinger. Now I can't even fucking get it out. I used to be a swinger and swap partners. Now the only time I get fucked is when I'm in the studio with Howard. Fuck everyone! Thank you.
Scott Salem, wait, Scott.
Wait a second. What happened to the
Q&A for Scott Salem.
Coming up now.
I like that Scott. I like that Scott after that debacle wants to go ahead with the question and answer segment.
We told him
Can't
we do
you
it. I
see
didn't
how
want to.
ridiculous it is in a comedy club to do a question and answer segment?
It sucked. You're right.
Here we go.
It totally sucked. It was
All
awful.
right, so now's the question and answer period.
This is what you really
Honestly,
want to do.
does anybody in the front row have a question for Scott? Anybody? You have a question, sweetie?
Sweetie.
Come here.
Probably a linebacker.
All right, what's your name, sir?
My name's Bob.
Your name's Bob?
Yep.
And how long have you been my personal trainer?
I'm trying to get the party by Artie.
Dude, you look like Ben Affleck if he got stung by bees.
Thank you very much.
All right, so
He was a
enough
fat
of the
guy.
funny shit. Here's Scott.
No, my question to you, Artie.
You can ask me a question?
Absolutely.
Oh no! What is this? The Carol Burnett show?
Yeah, right?
So you go up there and you offer a question and answer, and the audience doesn't even have a question for you. It's for Artie.
We had to beg them. Well, you'll see the
Okay.
first couple.
That's not the game, sir.
This show sounds like a giant headache.
We were looking for one of those huge canes to like pull Scott back up.
You
the
know, Artie's
stage.
right. He really does need to go out with professional comedians who can hold a crowd because, you know.
Look at this.
This is insane.
They couldn't even. I mean, he couldn't hold the crowd. Mike Morse could. I mean, they were brutal. I mean, Artie could because he's been doing it so long, and that's what they came to see. They came to see Artie, who's
Right.
the headliner.
I guess so.
I'm just the head case.
What? What's the question?
Which one of them broads are you going to be fucking later? Yeah!
I gotta be honest with you, I can't take anymore.
There were
Neither can I.
there were two smoking hot blondes hanging backstage, and they were right off the side of the stage, and the crowd could see it. So that's why that guy asked that.
What is it, Gary?
You know, while we're on this whole subject, you know, we're talking about the whole weekend. I got to talk to you about our boy Richard. So Richard and JD flew together. Richard gets insanely drunk, you know, like that ridiculous drunk. Gets off the plane in Cleveland. So the TV guys just showed it to me. It's more of a visual thing. There's a guy on the plane who had like a beard. He looks sort of like a hillbilly dude, right? Richard gets off the plane and he walks over to the guy and he starts fondling the guy's beard, right? So then the guy shows him his hip replacement scar, this huge scar that goes from like his side and his hip all the way down his leg. And Richard starts to lick it. Then Richard starts to lick the guy's beard.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
He's gay.
You're
The
gay.
Howard TV cameras were on me. I got to perform.
He's gay whenever there's a camera.
He licked a stranger's hip scar.
He
I
was-
wanted to vomit.
He was loaded for an hour and 13-minute flight.
It was
yeah, I
a
mean-
scary flight.
Dude, you're an alcoholic. Let me see. Oh, look at you. Oh, God.
look at
That's,
this.
Wait, the guy's going to pull his pants down in a minute. So watch
And
this.
why is he letting Richard lick it?
I don't know.
what is that?
I'm trying to walk away.
Oh, he's got a jock strap on.
Scar, here you go. There's a hip, that's what you call a hip replacement scar.
Wow.
Cool. Richard, you want to lick it?
See, that was Doug egging me on.
Well, say no. Say, Doug, fuck off.
Let Doug lick it.
I like to please. I want to please Doug.
Want to lick my hernia, Scar?
If Howard will laugh at it, I'll lick it.
That's the Ralph theory, I think, at its finest. There, that you're retarded. That I like to please. I don't know.
He spent the whole limo ride trying to feel me and Jim Florentine's and Doug's balls.
What's going on with you, pal? Honestly, what's up with the balls and the...
I don't know.
I don't know. You like to feel the ball.
Yeah, as soon as you get drunk, you want to start touching guys.
Dude, there was no crowd there. There was no TV, and you're touching dudes' balls?
Well, it's funny. I mean, Jim likes goofing around like that, too. You know, we love to goof around.
But Richard, you see, this is why you thought I was fucking with you just for no reason. Like, it's starting to bite you on the ass, this, because the crowd was yelling out that he's a fag. You know, that's on their mind when they see you.
Right.
And they're going to, if they're drunk, they're going to yell that out before anything. It's going to affect the live shit now.
Do you want to hear any
So
more?
that was the end?
No.
Well, now, there's a
Let
couple
me
of,
hear-
there are
let
a
me
couple
hear
of
the
questions. If you let the
All right.
Q&A play out.
No, we don't have to do that.
Let it run through.
I'm going to let you guys decide. Which one should I fuck? Oh, my God. This is a tough decision.
Can I get the other one?
All right. I'll fuck them both.
Were they really hot?
They were
It's
hot.
going to be the best 30 seconds they've ever had at the Sheridan.
Only
I take
if
it-
life were that easy, huh, Artie?
I take it. Oh, there they are. Oh, they are cute. I take it you didn't get them, did you?
Where are they? Where are they? Let me see.
Wow.
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 All right, does anybody have a question for
Look at the body.
turn that
Look at the body at the one. on
What the
wall.
hell is on your head, Artie?
That's a Cleveland Browns hat. Somebody threw up.
You look good in that.
right, so the other two, the Scott questions are coming
So
up.
you didn't get the girls,
I
did
think.
you?
No.
No.
I hope you guys like pay-per-view movies because you'll be watching them together while I'm sleeping. All right, does anybody have a question for Scott? Come on, real quick, at least one. Thank you, girls. Thank you. Those girls are fantastic. Look at them. Anybody got a question? Come up to the mic. Come up to the mic.
Scott, when you were doing the weight contest,
Yeah.
it seems like you're the only one that has stayed slim. Wouldn't you say? Hey. Is that true? Did everybody?
I'm the one that stayed the slimmest for now. I mean, Artie gained weight during the contest.
Scott. It's bullshit. Scott, listen to me.
It's bullshit.
Scott.
He's still trying to do material.
It's bullshit.
But Scott, why don't you just get up there and say, you know something? Losing weight is the most difficult thing in the world. I'm a big loser. What made me think I could lose weight? I dieted my ass off, and then Benji beat me anyway. I mean, or Jason.
I was at that point. I was numb.
This is terrible.
Numb. I was numb.
The way he starts to answer the question is just funny because it's like he's in a room with two people. He doesn't realize.
Yeah, it was terrible.
But yeah, I'm basically the only one. Anybody else?
Anybody else?
This is going great.
Boy, I'm surprised you stayed with
But,
us,
you know,
Artie.
I'm a big fan of comedy, so Scott, could you do the "You Work on the Greatest Show Ever" bit one more time? Anybody else have a question for Scott? Come on up, right here, right here. You're the next contestant on Fuck Scott.
Okay, pretty much, Scott, you sucked.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So what are your thoughts about that?
Why don't you tell me I'm an asshole, too, while you're at it, while you're up here?
Okay, you're an asshole.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
What are your thoughts about completely sucking on the stage tonight?
I don't give a shit. You booed everybody else. I didn't do any worse than Richard Christie. I know you're a bunch of assholes, so what the fuck should I give a shit?
Not the way to win them over, Scott. Come on up here.
I got two questions. I want to know how many of those jokes did Benji write?
I should blame it all on Benji.
And where's JD?
Benji didn't write any of those jokes, and JD is actually back there somewhere. I put him in charge of recording all this.
This is some show.
Brutal.
There are droves of people leaving right now, by the way.
There's just a rush for the door.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, people just don't care. I mean, honestly, people don't care about Scott the engineer.
No.
I didn't even stay to watch
And
Scott.
what kind of a way?
And I was at the show.
What kind of a way is that to end a show? You want to end on a high note,
Yeah.
don't you, Artie?
Well, I mean, you know, come on.
That
What are you
was
going to
my
put this in
high
the
note.
middle?
That's why I'm surprised I was last.
I just want to end this bit by thanking the great people of Cleveland who treated me very nicely.
Life is a bore, what a shock. I'm still Scott from the block. I've got as much hair as a rock. I bought a new house, I got no place to smoke. I'm as exciting as a sock. I'm still Scott from the block. I smoke and smoke and smoke around the clock. Before Christmas comes, I'm probably gonna croak. Every day is dull, nothing is rolling. My weekend consists of smoking and bowling. I pound my head against the wall. I'm a loser's loser, I'm balder than balls. I scream at all the interns. Get out of here, miserable son of a bee. I have no answers, I probably have cancer. When I talk, I put people to sleep. 'Cause my whole existence is a clock. I'm still Scott from the block. I should buy a cemetery plot. I can hardly breathe because my lungs are shot. I'm never gonna be a big shot. I'm still Scott from the block.
And you know, I just could imagine all the phone calls that you must have fielded within the first 10 minutes after me doing that call.
I agree with Jax, by the way. I know he does these during some pretty weird tragedies, but to me, it's always a mad rush to be the first to get the scoop, and it almost seems like these news organizations care so little about what's going on and care more about getting the person on. And I agree, most of the time, 99% of the time, it's not a bad thing. You know, there's like one or two that he probably shouldn't have done.
Well, Jenks proved that, I thought, with this call. Jenks, she would have talked to you all day.
What's that?
She would have talked to you all day, it sounded like.
Yeah, but I kind of got nervous because, again, I was thinking, well, if there are people, if you would have watched it that day, you heard that the reporters and everything, they were getting in the police's way from doing their jobs. So, I mean, me doing a prank call to that show was probably just, I think, was just comical. It was just to show that these people were so willing to put anybody on the air without checking any sources that I mean, I could at least get through and do it. I just didn't want to string anybody along.
You know where I thought Jenks used to shine for me? Jenks, what is the Philadelphia version of, I guess up here, it's called the DOT. What is like the Department of Traffic, like the roadworks people? What are they called?
Right. It's called PennDOT.
PennDOT. Every single snowstorm, he would call as the head of PennDOT and always get on it. I would think, how do these people not know who that is and what his number is? And he would they go, now from PennDOT, we have this guy. They put him on.
Jenks, you're a master of your craft.
But Ronnie, you're not mad at me.
No,
right?
I never said I was pissed. I just said, if you listen to Lieberman's story, I never said I was pissed.
You weren't pleased, though. But I just wanted to make sure you didn't have a problem with me because I'd be bummed out. I was bummed out that you didn't like it.
It's not that I didn't like it. I'm saying it's not that I didn't like it. It was just, I don't know. At the time, it just hit me the wrong way. I don't know.
All right. Thanks, Jenks. We're all good. What did you do for Valentine's Day? What did I hear you saying?
Hey, listen, you're going to Taylor Swift. I went to see Cinderella.
I'm going with my daughters. What did you do for Valentine's Day?
I went to see Cinderella on Broadway.
My God.
How was it?
Why?
Because that's what Stephanie wanted to do for Valentine's Day. She's into Cinderella, I guess. I don't know.
She thinks you're her prince.
Yeah, I am. I am a prince. I got we sat third row, I was a prince.
Someday her prince will come.
Yeah.
How was
Exactly, after I'm gone.
What'd you think of the show?
It wasn't that terrible. I didn't fall asleep, so it wasn't that bad. Actually, they added a little humor into it.
How so?
And then they made little jokes here, here and there.
I got to ask you a question.
Good.
I'm not being facetious about this at all or anything. Were there mostly kids at the show?
No, absolutely not, dude. It was all adults.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder why.
And it's not even open yet. It's in preview, and it was sold. It's been sold out for date.
Really? Who's in it? Anybody big? Any big names in it?
Not that I know. Not even in my day.
No Angela Lansbury.
No, there was somebody. I forget who it was. I recognize one name.
Did they cast well? Was Cinderella?
Yeah, she was hot. Yeah, she was definitely hot.
Did she look good when she was working the house, or when she became,
Oh, when she became Cinderella, she was in this hot gown. I'll tell you what, though, the live effects that they had on this show are amazing.
Yeah?
I mean, like, the dresses, they like changed right in front of your eyes, and you didn't even know they changed.
Like Kelly Clarkson's dress at the Grammys.
Yeah, exactly.
They just spun around and bang. They were
exactly. It was crazy. And I'm sitting like 3 rows back, and I'm trying to figure this out.
You think it'll make it on Broadway?
It's opening March 3rd.
I understand. Do you think it'll stand the test of time?
I think so because a lot of kids. They're going to take a lot of kids to see it probably.
But you said it was adults.
It was adults. There was there were some kids there, but I'm telling you, it was mainly adults.
Cinderella.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it was great, man.
I'm sure Stephanie must have been thrilled. Though.
Oh, please. Unreal.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, we talked a lot about Mark Cuban and him entertaining Shark Tank pitches from the staff. So Richie Wilson came in with his winning pitch, but Tim Sabean came in with his losing pitch, and Scott DePace came in to explain why he didn't pitch at all. Lots of fun, as always, on the wrap-up show. Mark Cuban also came by, and he was a great guest. He was all fired up, a lot of energy, had a lot of fun things to say. And then he had to sit through those pitches of Tim and Richie Wilson. I want to talk to Tim about his failed pitch. I want to talk to Richie Wilson about his successful pitch. I think everyone was surprised that Shittens ended up going over well with Mr. Cuban. Yeah, I think Tim was bummed out. I know he believes in his idea. He was excited about it. I wanted to pitch his other idea, which is a leash for a television remote. I'm sorry to give that away, Tim, but...
You're talking about the thing like whenever you go to the shittiest hotel in the world and they have the leash on the remote control?
Gary,
like
don't let him know that. But his app to find, clean places to go to the bathroom. I know it exists, but apparently Tim's is a little bit different, but we really didn't get to learn the details because Mark Cuban shot him down pretty quickly.
He went, eh.
Yeah.
Do you think that in Tim's pitch, it was necessary to tell Mark Cuban, a guy you're A, trying to get money out of, and B, a complete stranger, he could have just said, hey, sometimes you got to go to the bathroom. He didn't have to tell him that he shit all over the wall.
That's what makes Tim, Gary. He didn't have to tell him, but he wanted to, add some color to the story and get him interested. And I understand that.
Tim came to me afterwards. He's like, this app is going to kill. He's got it under control.
Yeah, get Tim down here. I want to talk to him about this app. Did you know he put $8,000 into the app already?
He told me 4, but it's going to take another 4 to get it to where he needs it to be.
Oh, okay.
So he's.
I figured it was the other way. He said 8, which means he's probably put like 16 into it.
No, but the thing that I didn't know how to say this to Tim because even before he went in, I was getting texts like crazy or IMs like crazy that there's like 50 apps that already do this. But
Yeah.
Tim was saying that they're not interactive, but I haven't seen them. I would think they would be.
Yeah.
In other words, if you're going to go look for a bathroom, it would seem like you just Instagram a picture of a clean bathroom.
Richie Wilson, though, has put 8,000 less into his idea, and he got the endorsement from Mark Cuban. And I saw out in the hall, you guys were buddying up. Is this gonna happen?
I put 8 minutes into this. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Quick little idea, and he liked it. He was really cool about it in the hallway.
I love the idea, by the way. As a frequent user of Man Groomer or whatever you call it, it's a great idea.
Were you surprised that he went for it like that?
No, because everybody I spoke to said it's a good idea. Like I haven't heard anybody, no pun intended, take a shit on it.
So what are you going to do?
I'm trying to reach out to companies now about having it manufactured. I'm looking for, and if a company's interested, get in touch with me. And Rachel's at home right now. She's looking up manufacturing companies.
Here's your problem, though. What about all the other people out there listening who are doing the same thing?
I totally know that, but listen, it's out there. I mean, I knew that going into this, that I'm putting it out there.
Did Richie copyright it in any way by doing it on the show? Can he take this tape and document this date as...
Yeah, I mean, it serves as some type of copyright, but if I'm the manufacturer, I thought of that 2 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
And we've been working on it ever since.
But you have to have proof of that, though.
But that was exciting. I mean, look, he took you at first it was kind of goofy, but then a couple minutes in, he was taking you very seriously.
For the simple fact, he didn't tell me to get out like he told Tim.
Yeah.
And he said that, and when he said there is something there, like I almost skipped a beat, man. I was like, this a billionaire businessman liked an idea that I pitched him, and Ronnie told me he was laughing about it and loving it all the way down the elevator. He was cracking up.
Even if you don't get a dime, at least you get that satisfaction of knowing that he endorsed your idea.
Yeah, and he told me in the hallway, he said, you really should try to get on the Shark. He said, you really should try to come on.
Oh, so get on the show.
So as soon as if he would have been here with people, I would have asked him, is there a number? How do I get in touch? But I didn't want to ask him, like, hey, give me your email address.
Are you going to change the product name if you have to get on Shark Tank? Because I don't know if they'll let you go on.
I would do a Shittens brand, because for like a guy, like a hunter, they would love to use Shittens in the woods. Like, that would be great. But I would have to change the name, somehow.
You got to change the name because the place you need to sell it
is the moms and.
I'm not talking about that. Like you can't get into Kmart or Target or
unless you put
BJ's
like
Club,
the pound sign and percentage or whatever, tens. You know what I mean?
That's actually a better idea.
Yeah.
But even some of those places won't deal with that.
That got me 3% of the company, by the way.
You're in. You're in. You have 3% of nothing.
I appreciate that. The other thing, I know other people were upset, Gary, because they wanted to pitch and didn't have the opportunity to do so.
I know. We had I think we had 5 people out here altogether. You know who was supposed to pitch and declined to pitch was Scott DePace. And what happened was basically Scott DePace told me yesterday, I no longer believe in the video caddy in a sense. He said 19 years ago, great idea. 9 years ago, great idea. He goes, things have changed. Everybody's got a camera on their phone, so I don't believe it anymore, and I'm not going to come make a fool of myself.
Wow.
Well, I also know this morning he was saying he didn't know about this segment until yesterday afternoon.
Right.
So he didn't.
Well, that's okay.
I mean, I think he wanted some preparation or to have a pitch.
For somebody who's been working on for 19 years?
I'm surprised. I mean, he's got a lot of pride. I know that, and he believed in that product for a very long time.
Technology's changed.
But for him to admit that, that's a big step. Now, do you think he did it just because he didn't want to do the pitch?
I think he did it because he's out of video caddies and it doesn't matter anymore. I don't know. Scott, if you're still selling, let me know. But I think I remember him telling me he sold out.
I mean, the video caddy is 5 times bigger than the iPhone.
Yeah, but you could still, you got the brand name. You can make a smaller or
iPhone caddy, iCaddy.
You could do something like that. We're all geniuses here when it comes to this entrepreneurship. All right, Scott DePace, you weren't able to. I didn't know you gave up on the video caddy. That was news to me. Gary just told me that.
I sold the last video caddy 2 years ago, maybe.
How would we know? How would we know that?
I told you guys. I mean, it's quite obvious. I haven't had the website up for a year and a half. I don't know
because I check the video caddy website every day. No, it's funny. I mean, I just didn't know. I didn't know.
At some point, it was definitely out there. I know it's not on your radar, but you knew at some point. Trust me. I said I wasn't doing it anymore.
You're extremely entrepreneurial, though. It surprised me that you didn't pitch today.
I mean, I've got other ideas, but with Gary, it was really odd. Yesterday, Gary came into the control room and said, "Are you ready for tomorrow?"
Well, that's because Will had sent you two notes
what?
to two different email addresses, which I guess you don't check Lotus Notes.
I do check Lotus Notes.
Then
Never
you-
got that.
Here's the email. You can look at it. That's from last week with some other email address that I have no idea. You have 7 different email addresses.
PatMedia.net I have not had in 12 years.
How would I know that? And then the next one
How
is...
would you know that?
The
Because
next one
I
is
haven't
Lotus,
had it in 12 years.
The next one is a Lotus Note address. Scott?
I swear to God, I did not see that. I do see it here, so I'll have to go back and check. But I did not see
But again, when I type in your name, and this is a bigger issue, but people have all these outstanding email addresses, and how are we supposed to know what email accounts are active?
We're all on Lotus Notes.
Then that's what we do. We use Lotus Notes only. That's fine.
Wait a minute. So I had an email address that changed about 6 months ago. I
didn't remember which one it was.
I let our IT guy know. I let Tracy know.
But I can't spend 25 minutes looking up trying to find your old email which says what your new email address is.
That should be updated in this system.
But that's not how it works.
You know what?
Lotus.
It's a bigger issue. That's actually a Lotus Notes.
What else
issue,
can I do?
But anyway, if you had an idea to pitch, would you have pitched something if you had more time?
I have plenty of ideas, but I wasn't really prepared. I didn't know exactly what was going to happen. I didn't know whether I needed to have artwork and all this stuff ready to go. If it was just an idea, yeah, I've got ideas, but I didn't think that he was going to take anything seriously today.
But he took Rich's idea
no,
very
he didn't.
Yes,
Come
he
on,
did.
That idea is horrible.
Oh my God, you're so jealous. He totally took that idea
is
serious.
horrible.
It is not.
You're not
horrible.
really going to do it. You're not going to do that stupid
Scott,
idea.
are you really don't think he took that idea a tiny bit serious?
I think he took.
I think he was on the show and he wanted to sort of, but
then why
no.
didn't he take Tim's idea serious?
I think he did take Tim's idea seriously. He assessed Tim's idea,
Right.
said it had been done, and said goodbye. He listened to Richie's idea.
He said you've got something there.
And I don't think he was doing it to be a nice guy.
I wouldn't invest $1 in that idea. I mean,
But you don't have a dollar like him to give.
A wife would do. Sure, I do. A wife would do just as much as a glove. How do you take the glove off? I don't know. To me, it's
But that's the best thing about Shark Tank is they really don't care what the idea is.
Can it make money?
It makes money. If Richie proves that Shittens is a moneymaker, he'll invest. Why wouldn't he?
For the guy that made Post-its, he said, "I'm going to put glue on the back of a notepad," and people would have said that's stupid, and they made billions
but
off
you
it.
can't just.
Fail.
It's
why
the same.
Why are you so frustrated by this?
I'm not. I'm frustrated trying to explain why I think Shittens is a stupid idea, and I don't think Mark took that seriously. I think he was on the air going, "Hey, yeah, that's good, yeah." But let's see you make $1 with it. Let's see him actually put $1.
I got to say something. I'm watching you here, and I'm not trying to open up a larger issue. I promise you. I just don't think you can revel in anybody else's success that isn't
Gary,
yours.
that is not true at all. You come up with these thoughts that there's no accuracy to that. If Richie had made $1 million, that would be awesome.
But here's the point.
I'm simply saying that Mark, I don't think he was being genuine.
And I disagree with you. What you're saying is you don't like Richie's idea. That I get. But Mark seemed genuinely interested in that. Why did everybody see that but you?
I guess you guys aren't as bright as I am. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I don't think he would put $1 into that fucking thing.
What did you think of Tim's idea?
To find a bathroom?
It was an excellent idea.
I think I can find a bathroom quite easily without an app.
Why was Yelp so successful?
Was what?
Yelp for restaurants.
That's it. But that you're getting a review. You don't review a bathroom, how clean it was.
No, I think that's what Tim is saying, that people are taking pictures and reviewing the bathroom. Here's a clean bathroom in a 25-foot vicinity.
Well, listen, I mean, I could shit in a porta-john. My wife does want a clean fucking place, so maybe there is something to it. I don't know. I wouldn't invest in it.
Tim, were you discouraged at all? I know you've put a couple bucks into this.
No, not at all. Not at all. It just propels, and I love challenges. And let's follow through with this thing and see where the challenge goes. restaurants.
Where did you come up with this idea? It wasn't from the incident here.
Well, no, it was. I was thinking about this, and I went online and I looked at a couple of things, and I saw what they were, and I saw how the ugly meter took off. I saw how Yelp worked. I saw that there were applications on the web or on iTunes and so forth that were that identified restrooms, but this has other layers to it and other services to a potential user. So I thought, why not?
What other? I mean, I know you don't want to give away the tricks of the trade, but what other services could it possibly have?
Well, there's communication. There's a rating service on it. There's other, community type things where you can participate. There's
Wait, how do you participate in the bathroom?
Because you
tap
pictures.
your foot and you can find gay guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So but you take pictures. You upload the pictures. People, it's like a lot like what Yelp is.
Scott, what are you making faces for? You think this is a dumb idea?
No, it's not.
Of course,
it's not a dumb idea.
I don't know. I don't see.
I think it's a really short time to guys just start putting pictures of their junk on there.
That too.
And then you'll be a millionaire.
Exactly right.
And Tim, you put $8,000 into this?
No, not $8,000, but it's. I put about $4,000 into it just to check it out and understand it, and to realize what it's all about.
You should talk to me. I've got plenty of good app ideas.
How did the video caddy do?
Why did you use any of them?
Yeah,
because I'm too ballsy to invest $4,000 like he did. I mean, I'm not ballsy enough. Sorry.